Now launching the dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
Our power went out last night, so...
Oh, no.
She covers in.
Is the power out in here, too?
Yes. It's out in the whole house, not just your room. Go back to sleep.
And then what did that result in, like 12 seconds before the generator kicked on?
That was pretty much it. Because there's that lag, Bone.
That must have been a rough, couple minutes
There's
before
that
it really
lag.
kicked back in to get the AC going.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
the
ceiling fan's back on again. Okay, great. Time for sleepies.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
Oh, keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
We are jam-packed today. Tuesday's always the girthiest show of the week, and today is no exception. We have Inside the NFL, all the news and notes you need coming up at 3:48. Rapid fire at 4:34. Game show in the 5 o'clock hour. What's the game, Boner?
The game this week is, I'm going to call it Pop Quiz, because it's just a quiz about all kinds of sody pops. So I'm going to do that, 5:34.
Memorial stuff this week. Pro-Am is tomorrow. They have other festivities today. I saw that Jack was back in town, had his yearly press conference just about an hour ago.
Nicklaus?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't know which. I just double checked.
Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus. Okay.
Not Jack Hanna.
Okay.
He's not back.
No, he's not. Sadly, he's not.
No. But Jack Nicklaus was back in town today, gave his little State of Muirfield address.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, we have some audio from that.
Oh, we do?
Well, Fish told us that we need to play more sound on the show.
We do. I agree with him.
He said that sound really breaks up you and me.
That's not why I agree with him. It's just I don't want to talk as much.
Right, but he doesn't want to hear us talk as much.
Well, that's fine with me.
He wants to hear more of the professionals talking.
Okay.
The newsmakers. And so we decided, press conference was at 2 o'clock. Let's pull some of Jack's press conference and play it here. So I have some clips to share with you. Let's just start it, I guess.
Hello. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out again this year. Course has never looked better. Last year's champion, Victor Hovland, made me listen to some devil screaming music last night. We drank the blood of goats. It was a good time. I see Cooch is here, another former champion. Glad to see you pulled the clubs out of your ass long enough to be here. I don't see Tiger here, though. Guess he doesn't have a leg up. Any questions?
Jack?
Yeah.
Can you give us your thoughts on the climate in golf right now?
Contentious. Still working on a merger. I'm friendly with both sides. I thought something was going to get done sooner, but then I saw some photos recently of Greg Norman rubbing suntan lotion on Fauci's back. So we know what's going on there, don't we?
Jack?
Yeah.
Is it good to be back in Columbus?
Absolutely. The last time I was in town was over the winter. Had a little conversation with Yarmo and the Blue Jackets. I said, you're a disgrace to this city, and if you don't fire this Finnish sack of crap, I'm going to take a 5-iron to your face. Then Yarmo started to get this big chest, but he backed down pretty quick when I got into my karate stance. If I can still bust up 5 2x4s stacked together, I can certainly do some damage to a pickleball-loving dope like Yarmo.
Jack, any words of inspiration?
Enjoy the beautiful course. Ryan Day better beat Michigan. I hope the crew's diarrhea is better. I shart myself pretty bad this morning. Stop the steal. Have a good day.
I think it's pretty good.
I had a lot to say.
Had a lot to
He got a lot in there, right?
Condensed.
Got a lot in there in a very short time. That was a quick press conference, too.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that.
I'm only talking if it's under 2 minutes.
Whoa. He's here.
Sorry.
He's here.
Possession. Again. I only have old people that possess me. Old and dead.
Well, he's alive.
Jack is old. Queen is dead.
He's alive.
I know.
I see. I thought you said old and dead, like you were using it for both descriptors for one person.
Jack
You're saying
possesses
old
me.
or.
He's old.
You're looking for or, not and.
Queen possesses me. She's dead.
Old or dead is who possesses you, not old and dead.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you, Jack.
I like it.
We have some very dumb baseball players to talk about. How are we saying this guy's name?
Tucapita? Tucapita Marcano?
Marcano has been suspended, banned for life from Major League Baseball for betting on baseball and betting on his own team. He was with the Pirates last year. He was ouchie. He was on the injured list. But while he was on the injured list, he was busy. He had 25 bets on the Pirates when he was on the injured list, still a member of the team. Here's the thing. You remember the Mets GM, the ex-Mets GM, Steve Phillips?
I very much remember
He's
him.
on TV now.
If you've not seen him, his skin looks like a lobster while his hair is the color of like a bright, shining cloud.
You've never seen whiter hair.
Shock white hair.
Yes.
Red face.
Very tan, red.
Trying to have sex with whoever will have sex with him.
Right.
That's
the thing. When he was the GM of the Mets, he was caught in a scandal where he was cheating on his wife. Now, look, I'm not here to be the morality police. I'm sure a lot of people out there are stepping out doing things they shouldn't be doing. However, he was caught. He's a public figure. It was very embarrassing for him. The fact that he was caught embarrassed his wife, of course, also very embarrassing. But then we got to look at who he was cheating with. I say this to my daughter, if you're going to do something bad, make it count.
Right. You're saying that...
Really go for it.
What you're saying is that you would not have ruined your marriage for someone whose attractiveness level to you was not as high as, maybe it was to him.
She lived under the bridge.
Well, maybe that's what he's into. Maybe that's his thing. I don't know.
My wife would be very upset with me if I ever cheated on her.
Yes.
But if it's like, I'm so sorry, honey, Sydney Sweeney showed up at the radio station and she was naked and gyrating and said, I want you.
Sure.
She'd be very upset, but then she'd say, well, it's Sydney Sweeney. What are you going to do? But if I went home and it was, Gladys, I met her at the herpes clinic. Got them all over her face and got barnacles. Just looks like Al Davis in drag.
Oh, just my weekly visit to the herp clinic just to see what's up.
Saying, me and Gladys at the herpes clinic.
They got a good cafeteria in there.
One day, we just started talking, realized we had a lot of things in common, started bumping uglies. There'd be no forgiveness there. There'd be no understanding there.
Yeah.
So if you're going to bet on baseball, then you better make some serious cash if you're going to jeopardize your entire livelihood.
I see.
Your entire career. That's what I'm saying. So this guy, Tutankhamun,
Tucapita Marcano, I guess,
placed 231 Major League Baseball bets, including 25 bets on the Pirates when he was on the team. Okay. He lost all of his parlays involving the Pirates and only won 4.3% of his Major League Baseball bets.
Yikes.
That was yesterday. 4.3% of his bets. This is a guy who is seemingly sitting there saying, I have inside information. I'm in Major League Baseball. I play for the Pirates.
Well, that would be the value of it, right? If you're going to risk your career on betting on baseball.
And it is. It's gone.
No, it's evaporated.
Gone.
He's banned for life. I mean, he's been banned by Major League Baseball. And funny enough, or ironically enough, I don't know if you want to call it that, you had New York Giants outfitter Jimmy O'Connell in 1924 was the last person who Major League Baseball actually banned at the time, or in that case, probably, would have been the American League or whatever. But they banned him in 1924. Pete Rose agreed to a ban without it actually being imposed upon him. He agreed to it with Major League Baseball. So technicality there. But yeah, I mean, not since Pete Rose have we seen something that rises to this level with him. So yeah, to waste your career, throw your career away because you wanted to play some wagers, and then to not even get him anywhere close to right.
No, he lost everything.
Like remember the guy betting on college baseball who walked into Great American Ballpark, the casino that they have there, I guess? I think that's where it was.
Yes, that's right.
And he had a buddy who was a coach on one of these teams down the SEC, and he walked in and was like, I want to place $100 on this game, and here's why. And they're like, sir, we're not going to take this bet. It appears you have information. He's like, let me show you my phone to prove that I have information that's inside that's not known. That guy, as bad as all that was, he was saying, I stand to make significantly more money because I feel like the outcome is almost not uncertain at all. And it turned out, I think he was right. He would have won a bunch of money. He just was an idiot and clearly a liar and all those other things. But this guy did the betting, paid the price, didn't even have the inside information or didn't use it if he did, apparently. It didn't help him at all.
Listen, we also had other baseball players suspended today. He was the only one who was banned for life, though. And how did he get caught, T-Bone?
How did he get caught?
The casino.
Oh, yeah, well, that's right. He placed the wagers
legally in his own name. The casino has a database of
pretty easy to
anyone who is involved in Major League Baseball. If they get a name hit, they will look at it. Oh, is that this guy?
Yeah.
Could it be? Let me ring up Victor Maitland over there in the Major League Baseball offices. Ring, 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 ring. That's Rob Manfred.
I see.
He gets out of his coffin to answer the phone. Oh, you don't say. Okay, really? 4.3% is all he won. All right, well, he's going to get banned for life, but...
I like how they include the losing percentages as well. They're like, just so you know, this guy sucks.
He's really bad at it.
He bet a lot.
All right.
But also, we investigated and found out he was bad at betting. He did do a lot of it, though, so you're going to have to ban him for life.
So, 4 other guys were suspended today, too. Andrew Salfrank, he is a minor league player. He did not bet on his own team, which is why they're only suspended for a year. All these guys are suspended for a year. Bet $445.87 on baseball, with $444.07 of that on Major League Baseball-related bets, and with a net loss of $272 on Major League bets. He only won 5 of his 28 Major League-related bets and lost his lone bet he placed on college baseball for $1.80. Again, you are jeopardizing your livelihood for nothing, for peanut bets.
And to be clear, a lot of leagues have policies that say, even though we have gambling partners, even though all these things are happening, you cannot bet on any sports.
And all these guys know it.
Yeah.
They all know it.
That is like, you can get suspended, but it's not going to cost you your career. Betting on baseball is a much bigger step up. That's still not going to cost you your career, theoretically. Then you have betting on your own team, which obviously this guy did not do, but the one we were just talking about did. Yeah, I don't. How do you not know, like, hey, why don't I just never open these apps while I'm collecting a Major League Baseball check? Or if I'm a pro athlete, or if I hope to be a pro athlete, maybe I'm out of the league for a year, maybe I got injured, but maybe I plan on playing pro sports again. I'm not going to place one solitary wager on one of these apps until I'm out completely. And I'm certainly not going to call a bookie or anything like that and do illegal wagers. That would add a whole nother wrinkle to the problem.
All right, so more details on this scandal. Plus, one of the greatest television shows of all time is making a comeback. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should know there's an accident on eastbound 670's off-ramp to Cleveland Avenue, and we also have a disabled vehicle that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 70 on the west side between 270 and Wilson Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate, because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. N.A. member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
With spring ball behind us, we're officially gearing up for the most anticipated football season ever. Excited, nervous, terrified to your very core? Think of us as your emotional safe space. Always your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products. Or visit online at Bain-Welkerkubota.com.
I'm Kelly Burris, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Low Fiber Business is now in Ohio, and your business is our priority. Low Fiber delivers reliably fast, custom, and prepackaged internet plans to meet the growing needs of your business. And our dependable 24/7 personal support means your business stays connected. Low Fiber is here, and we mean business. Find out more at 833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today. Glow Fiber Business is not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We are looking at about a 20% chance of a pop-up shower or storm. Otherwise, it should be a pretty uneventful day. Temperature's pretty hot today, 88. Tomorrow, showers and storms come on through late in the afternoon into the early evening. Could be looking at a half inch to an inch of rain tomorrow. We're not expecting anything to be too severe. The high temperature on Wednesday will be 83. I'm Doppler 10 meteorologist Dylan Robichaud on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The show that will tickle you stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. So glad you're here. Hey, you know what I'd love you to do if you've never done it before?
Yeah, what's that?
I want you to go to YouTube, okay? Search for 971 The Fan. Click on the live stream. You'll see our ugly faces. But that's not really the star of the show. The star of the show is the chat that will pop up on the right-hand side of the screen. Because it's like a clubhouse for idiots. It's the same ones every single day, and there's always room for more. Please go join our friends. YouTube.
There you go. We love the chat. Chat's good.
All right, so we got a Major League Baseball player, Tucupita Marcano,
Yes.
Getting banned for life because he was betting money on the Pirates when he was with the Pirates last year, which is a no-no. Everyone knows it. And he decided to risk his entire Major League Baseball career. He won 4.3% of his bets. Bad.
Right. Now, also just for whatever it's worth, people may be wondering, he was injured during the time he was doing this. So
Yes,
if you're
but
wondering,
he's still on the roster.
No, I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying if people are like, I would be wondering if I was listening, I didn't read the story. Oh, was this guy like on the field flubbing like ground balls? No. Like he is out for the season, I think, when he's making these bets. But presumably he would still have plenty of intel on the games. Apparently, if he did, he wasn't using it very well.
Michael Kelly is another player. He bet $99.22 on Major League Baseball games, an average of $9.92 per bet. He won only 5 of his Major League game bets and had a net win of $28.30 on the bets. And for his trouble, he's suspended for a year. Jay Groom bet $453 on 30 Major League Baseball games.
Good night.
An average of $15 per bet.
I'm saying, like, all these bets are just, they're not nothing if you're, a regular person. But if you're a Major League ball player, even making the minimum that you can make in Major League Baseball, you're talking, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and your payoff on these bets is so minuscule that if you hit on one of them or two of them or whatever, it's not changing your financial future. Again, I'm not saying that would be right, but if it was like this guy makes $500,000, but he bet $100,000 and made $3 million, you'd say, well, he's taking a risk.
That's a risk that you're willing to take.
But again, you're still risking your career, but you can understand how someone making the league minimum might do that or whatever.
Yes, and all these guys are also bad at it. So Jay Groom bet $453. He lost $433 on all his bets. Jose Rodriguez bet $749 on baseball, with $724 of that on Major League Baseball games. So I guess what was he betting on, minor league games too?
Oh, well, maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, doesn't say how he did in his bets, but I'm guessing bad. So all of these guys, first guy that we talked about, Tutankhamun.
Tucupita Marcano.
Him too. He was banned for life. All the other guys we talked about, because they weren't betting on their own teams, just suspended for a year.
But you're still, again, you're losing out on a year's salary in Major League Baseball.
I understand.
For a few $100s of bets.
It makes no sense.
You and I find sports gambling to be enjoyable and fun. All those things are true. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do. I'm saying you got to be careful with it. You got to be responsible with it, of course. But if you enjoy doing that, there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. But when your league has rules on it, when you work at a place that says you can't do this, that's a very different story. I mean, I don't even, it doesn't make sense.
One time I was on a diet and I was just so hungry. You know how you're on one of these restrictive diets.
Oh, yeah.
And you just get the cravings. You're like, man, I need to eat something. I have to cheat on my diet.
Mm-hmm.
And I went around the house and I realized that I had nothing in there.
Yeah.
Because I'd cleared all the bad stuff out.
Of course.
And it's like, well, it's the middle of the night. I can't leave because then Kristen will hear the garage door open. I can't go get food. I can't have food delivered because then everything's going to be ruined. So instead, I sat there and ate 2 whole boxes of plain Triscuits. I consumed like 2,000 calories worth of Triscuits. And when I was done, I looked at myself in the mirror and said, it wasn't even worth it.
I ruined it for nothing.
What did I even do that for? If I'm going to ruin the diet, give me a couple pizzas, some donuts, ice cream, something.
Oh, yeah. If you open up the freezer and there's just like a 6-pack of Klondike bars in there, you're like, well, all right. And then you eat all that, you're going to feel like garbage.
Yeah, but at least you did it with something good.
You enjoyed some delicious Klondike bars. Triscuits
are nothing.
No, you're right, though. You could pretty much ruin your diet on anything. Which, like, that's what these guys did, essentially, is they said, we're going to ruin our careers, or at least our one of our years of our career, which is very difficult to even get in Major League Baseball. To get a year in Major League Baseball, you're going to ruin it for what? A few Triscuits, essentially, in your analogy.
One of the greatest television shows of all time is making a comeback. Amazon Prime Video, whatever you want to call it, has ordered a new series. And that new series is American Gladiators.
Let's go.
The reboot. They are currently searching for competitors
Oh.
So I'm sure if you go on Amazon or they have a website, something, you can fill out. They're going to bring back some of the classic events. I don't know which ones.
Do you have any that you would prefer they bring back?
Anything where you're shooting tennis balls out of a gun. That needs to be back.
What was that? Was that the gauntlet, I want to say? Where they had
I don't know what the hell it was.
Where they had to, they start off behind they had little obstacles essentially they could hide behind, and then they had their own little styrofoam weapons they could shoot at a target above the gladiator, who was just sitting there with the coolest contraption I've ever seen on television as a child, which was a tennis ball machine gun, or Gatling gun almost, really, where it just had all these tennis balls lined up, and it would just fire them through pneumatic pressure right at you. And people are, they're jumping and dodging. You get hit one of those tennis balls, it had to hurt.
Now, as a kid, I used to love this show. They also had a reboot about maybe 10 years ago with Hulk Hogan and Layla Ali.
I was going to say, yeah, I do remember that.
It was too flashy. It was too different from the original. I didn't like it. If you're going to bring it back, you got to bring back the cheese. And I've actually been watching a lot of American Gladiators recently because since, the TV channel Vice has taken a crap, they've just started to put this on in the morning.
Okay.
The old episodes.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They don't have money for any original programming anymore, so they run American Gladiators from the 80s and 90s. And so I was watching that, and I'm like, man, this is a good show. This is good. You got roided out people, men and women, just,
oh, yeah.
And they're just throwing people to the ground. I mean, there's no mercy.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want to be humiliated.
I remember Joust was a fun one where they had the big giant
Joust
Q-tips.
was good.
It's fought each other with padded Q-tips that were human-sized. That was good. I'm trying to think what else. Didn't they have...
They had the
Eliminator.
The one where you had to tackle the guy, or you had to get the ball in the little...
Yeah.
Trash can compactor thing.
Yeah, they just tore those guys up.
Yes, they kill them.
Yeah.
They destroyed them.
Yeah. For those who didn't know this game, it was how if you've ever seen a kid's sippy cup that can't tip over because it's got that bottom on it that doesn't ever let it tip, that's what the containers had on the bottom of that. So you could knock them over, but they would pop back upright. And they had a little hole that was just bigger than a dodgeball or whatever they were holding, and they had to try to get there. So you couldn't throw it in.
Oh, and they had the wall.
You had to dunk it.
You had to climb the wall.
Oh, yeah.
The competitors got a head start on the wall, and then the gladiators came 10 seconds after that to try and get you and throw you off the wall.
We don't talk about how good those athletes were, because the gladiators...
Tremendous athletes.
The gladiators were they all were muscle-bound freaks, right?
Yeah.
But they also, rock climbing... That's not, you can have football muscles, you can have powerlifter muscles and not be able to climb, do rock climbing. That's a very different skill.
You would have gladiators that would specialize in certain things.
This is true. They would have some gladiators who were a little more spry, but they were all pretty muscly. Even the skinniest one still had some bulk to them.
We will witness a record this weekend. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should be aware that both east and westbound Cobo Road between Lockbourne Road and Fairwood Avenue is closed due to an accident. And we also have an accident that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 670's off-ramp to Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by Donato's Pizza. Every piece is important. Donato's is bringing you huge savings on a large pizza. For a limited time, get a large one-topping pizza for just $10.99. Yes, $10.99 when you order online and pick it up. Use promo code PICKUP. Limit of 5 pizzas. Pick up your Donato's and save today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Eliminate carbon and varnish deposits with Lucas Fuel Treatment at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Simply add it to your tank at your next fill-up. A clean fuel system can increase performance and fuel economy. Right now, get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Treatment for just $9 and get 2 times O Rewards points. In-store only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's Kubota Orange Days. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And now, through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Visit CEC Turf and Tractor in Canal Winchester, 9449 Basil Western Road, or by phone 614-837-5516.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
This is Attorney Robert Sherver, and I want you to remember one thing. We're the legal army that goes to war for you. Call us now at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. It's time to know your rights and get the results you deserve. WarForYou.com.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app, or listen at home on your smart speaker, or open up the iHeartRadio app, or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
Legend has it, underneath the NJM insurance offices lies a mysterious room of long-forgotten, moldy mascot memorabilia. Often pitched by ad agencies, always rejected by NJM. Is it real? We may never know. But what is real is NJM's dedication to doing what's right for their customers. Astoundingly, they're proud to put policyholders first. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Learn more at njm.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
And right now, 80% lean ground beef in 3-pound rolls is on sale for just $3.49 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
There's a little slice of heaven in a country road's escape. Pure perfection in the form of uncrowded nature. Over 1.5 million acres of parks and public lands. From mountain biking to stargazing. Churning whitewater to quiet trout streams far off the grid. Almost heaven is down to earth in West Virginia. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Fat and happy. Hey, 1 out of 2 isn't bad. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. A lot of questions about my shirt color today.
Oh?
I think the label said peach.
Yeah, that's you know what it is? It's dreamsicle. That's what I'd call it. It looks like an orange dreamsicle.
I know you can't. Here, I'm going to put my. This is for the YouTube people.
Right.
I got the matching shoes.
Oh my gosh, the drip is off the chains. Look at this.
Matching shoes.
Oh my. Look at you matching your shoes and your shirt
why
down.
not? Why not?
Also, those are the same shoes you wear every day.
But I bought this shirt.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because I said this will match my shoes.
You look like a Tennessee Volunteers booster. This is very good. I like it. Like,
Just
hey
sliding
man,
money to Krenzel's kid. He's going to Tennessee, isn't he?
That's the I think he's. I know he's been recruited by everybody. So yeah, I think that's one of the
Tennessee.
places.
Either that or he's going straight to the major leagues.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I have 2 professional athletes in that family.
Yeah,
one may be good.
Man,
the kid.
Look at you.
Yeah,
look at us.
This year's Stanley Cup final between the Oilers and the Panthers. We have to wait till Saturday because they're stupid. It is the furthest between 2 cities in NHL history. It is a distance of 2,541 miles.
Wow.
That's a long way because Florida is all the way down there.
And then in Florida.
Edmonton.
Well, Edmonton's way up there.
All the way
in
up
Canada,
there.
but it's also west. Like it's
west
not
and up.
It's west. It's up and west, not eastbound and down. No, but that's the where that Panthers arena is and where they're situated, obviously, is the southern part of the southernmost state that we have. So, yes, very south and very north for this one.
Maybe you're saying, what was the record holder before? Well, let me tell you, Bone. It was 2011, the Vancouver Canucks against the Boston Bruins with a mileage of 2,499 miles.
I got to tell you, because that's coast to coast. That's Vancouver to Boston.
Yeah, but
what I'm saying is I am saying I am stunned that I didn't realize that Boston to Edmonton, or Boston to Vancouver, rather, is a shorter distance than this. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just...
Anyway, that's my tease for
diagonal line versus straight line. How do you feel about this one? Who do you think is going to win?
You know what? I'm rooting for the Panthers.
I am too.
I'm rooting for Bob. I used to be staunchly against that. I used to root against the former Blue Jackets who would go on and have success in the playoffs because I was bitter and jaded that they weren't doing it for my team. But now I'm so disgusted with my team. I'm actually happy when guys move on and have success. And Bob is one of those guys that I think is one of the best players in franchise history. When he's done playing, you take a 72, you put it up in the rafters right next to 61. So I'm rooting for Bob.
Yeah. I was thinking about that more because I think we were having that discussion about, I was saying, I think you asked me or Ted did him or Panarin, right, as far as the best Jackets player. And obviously, I thought Panarin, when he played, we had never seen a player that, as a forward, with Rick Nash, I mean, nobody had what Artemi Panarin did for the short time he had here.
But it was just, again, 18 months.
Well, yes, but also it wasn't, as good as he wasn't winning trophies as the best, offensive threat in the league. Right. Bob was winning trophies multiple times and may win another one before it's all said and done of best goalie in the league. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's a very fair assessment by you. But, yeah, I'm rooting for that. Rimmer, I know, is down there in South Florida, and he has his connections to that organization. And with him just retiring, I think that would be a lovely way for him to also get to enjoy, an off-season there in that spot. I'm sure he'll get to a game. I hope he does. But, I know he has some affinity for that organization, too, as much as he loves the Jackets. So I'm rooting for that as well.
Matt Kuchar update.
Cooch! Teddy, I saw that Cooch not only is playing in the Memorial this week, so he'll be here. He was qualifying yesterday, trying to qualify for the U.S. Open, and he did it. So he's going to be playing in the U.S. Open. Congratulations to Cooch.
That's a major.
That is a major.
Yeah.
So
Major Dad.
We're going to get Major Cooch this year.
That's exactly
Major
right.
Cooch.
Yeah. Well,
rejuvenated Cooch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which major is it, Teddy?
U.S. Open.
U.S. Open. Okay. I just wanted to confirm which one it was.
Yeah. The U.S. Open.
Where is the Open this year?
It's out there.
Thanks, Ted.
Valhalla? No.
Yeah, it's not in Valhalla. Cooch is getting arrested, if that's the case.
Did you see Scheffler today?
No.
Scheffler, I think we have the audio. We got to find it. Maybe, Teddy, you can find it for me. He talked about Louisville, his situation in Louisville, the arrest.
Yes, where
all of that.
Got arrested.
Except he kept calling it Louisville.
Good for him.
Well, do you think that was on purpose or is he stupid?
You know what? I don't know, but I hope it was on purpose. Like, I'm rooting for it to be where he comes out later and goes, yeah, I know what their name is, and I know they hate that. And you know what? You arrest me, I'm going to call you Louisville for the rest of my life. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Wrongly accused.
Teddy, do we have that audio? Because I know that Rothman and I were fiddling with it.
Maybe.
Yeah, all right. Man, good. Ted, you're full of it today.
All I know is Tim came in and opened the door and he yelled at me. It's at Pinehurst.
Oh, Pinehurst.
Where's Pinehurst?
Is that New York?
So wait.
Pinehurst. I think Pinehurst. I feel like it's no. That's not Bethpage Black? That's a different thing entirely.
I don't know.
Pinehurst is in. I'm sorry.
I dated a girl named Bethpage Black.
Pinehurst is in North Carolina. That's where it is. It's in Pinehurst, North Carolina. Go figure. Makes sense.
Where's that close to?
I'm looking. It's nothing. My God.
Nothing.
Smack in the middle of nothing.
What do you mean nothing? It's right next to
what do you mean?
Manly.
You're killing my soul listening to this.
Dude, what do you want?
Where's Pinehurst? Come on.
You know what show you're on?
No. No.
Timmy, you're on this show. You're free to sit down and talk to us about it.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm just
brought
saying.
me in here.
Here's
Drug
the thing.
me in.
Golf every year is like, we've got 4 majors, 3 of which are all at different locations, and they're all named kind of similar things all the time. So I don't know if it's Torrey Pine or Pinehurst or Pine Bluff
Torrey
or go
Pine.
stick a pine up your you-know-what. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just don't. So, yes.
Torrey spelling this
Torrey
year.
Pine. You actually do put an S on that one.
Torrey Pine.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I got to go to the Kroger's.
And again,
the Myers and the Krogers.
do you see the elitism of golf and why we all hate it? Because it's this right here. It's like the second we're like, I'm just like, hey, I'm going to the Indy 500.
you know what?
Where's the Indy 500? It's in Indianapolis every year, the same weekend, the same place. Where's Daytona? It's in Daytona Beach, Florida. Same track. They have a giant track. I don't know where all the opens are. You're right. I don't know, golf fans. I'm sorry. Pine nuts. Is that where it is?
Corn nuts. Underrated. They still make them?
I think
Corn
so.
nuts?
They have to.
Yeah, they make those.
Have you played at Pine Bridge?
No,
Pinehurst.
One of my big faults that I did not get.
You have many faults.
I do have many, but being a big golf guy and living in Raleigh for that many years and not ever going down and doing the Pinehurst trip, but it's not one that's hard to do. I mean, it's within driving distance. If you can scratch Pebble Beach off the list, you can certainly scratch Pinehurst. It's public, so you can go and you can play, you can stay there.
What
and
the hell, Timmy? I hear a lot of
courses.
excuses, but no action.
So to be clear,
I hadn't done it yet.
How far
Shame
is
on
it?
me.
Since you lived in the Raleigh-Durham area, how far is it from there or like say Charlotte?
Less than 2 hours. Oh, like from probably about the same from both.
Okay, yeah.
From both
so it's,
markets.
it's a few hours away from either one. Okay.
Less than a few, probably 2 max.
Okay.
Looks like
driving
the
distance.
nearest metropolitan area is Fayetteville.
Oh, Fayetteville.
You have
that's
some,
Fayetteville.
You have some fun in Fayetteville?
Oh, I'm sure you can have a great bit of fun in Fayetteville. Spent a night there 1 month.
I'm thinking Fayetteville, isn't that Arkansas?
That's a different state entirely.
That didn't make any sense what I just said, by the way.
I know it didn't.
Spent a month there 1 night.
Well,
Cardigan.
Timmy, I hope someday you get to play Pine Sol and enjoy it. I really do. I hope it's the lemony zest that you want when you tee off.
Timmy, you've been very helpful.
Bone, I love you. I just was I was picturing if it were me with NASCAR.
Oh, I know. You're exactly right. I would jump in
You don't know
here.
where Darlington is?
That's right.
No, it's in Kentucky, right?
It's all in the racist South, Timmy. That's what you need to know. That's where all those. That's
Why
where
is
those
it
cars.
called
Same as
Real
all those
Salt
golf
Lake?
courses.
Yeah.
Why isn't it fake Salt Lake?
Real Salt Lake.
That's right.
Inside the NFL, all the news and notes you need coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch for some debris that's in the 2 left lanes of northbound 71 between 270 and Polaris Parkway on the north outer belt. And we still have that disabled vehicle that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 70 on the west side between 270 and Wilson Road. This report is sponsored by Audible. If you're heading out, soak up that sun with stories on Audible. Get inspired with the best selection of audiobooks plus podcasts and originals all in one app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
If your garage door is so old that somehow it was there before your house was, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
Like our number 4.
Sunny Street Cafe. Breakfast and lunch classics you would expect, and some tasty concoctions you wouldn't.
Now with 8 locations.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It is almost that time for Columbus's biggest golf event of the year.
Yep, the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino is giving away all sorts of prizes for their Memorial Wager and Win drawings on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
When?
Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
You can win fabulous prizes like Memorial Tournament tickets, golf clubs, and more now until June 6th.
Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Do you subscribe to the Fan's YouTube channel? Well, why not? Catch our best interview, Stupid Man and Bone videos, and live video of our shows as they happen.
You can participate in your neighborhood watch.
Search 971 The Fan and subscribe today.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden opportunity to score a deal that'll make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see their full line of Kubota construction equipment, or check them out online at columbusequipment.com.
Today's Muirfield Moment is sponsored by the Waterworks. The 26th Memorial Tournament in 2001 was historic in many ways. No player had ever successfully defended the championship from the year prior, and only 5 golfers ever had won it twice. Tiger Woods not only would go on to win his 3rd consecutive Memorial Tournament in 2001, but he would become the first golfer since 1980 to win the same PGA Tour event 3 years in a row. Woods shot a 66 in his final round at Muirfield, the lowest Sunday round by a Memorial champion, to put him at 17 under par for the week. He would go on to win by a tournament record 7 strokes, further cementing himself as one of the most dominant athletes in all of sport. This Muirfield Moment is brought to you by the pros at the Waterworks. From plumbing and drain issues to heating and cooling, the Waterworks is your ace in the hole. Scheduled today at thewaterworks.com.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. The crack of a bat, chorus of birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Let the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team keep you in tune with a spring AC checkup.
We're all set.
Schedule a visit today and stay cool all summer long. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
And from every dime a dog night in the Midwest,
Because he's fat.
Here's Man and Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. And there's something happening in the sports book starting today. We talked about it yesterday. Yes, you can place all your wagers. We recommend that you are not a Major League Baseball player.
Right.
When you go there to place your wager, because they will find you. You probably can be a former Major League player.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem with that unless you're trying to, get into the Hall of Fame or something. Maybe they would care.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Anyway.
I don't know.
They have all-you-can-eat crab legs. No joke. $59.99. All-you-can-eat crab legs. I'm sure they split them for you, too, so you don't have to do any of that messy work. And I believe Captain Sig from Deadliest Catch is also there to feed you the crab legs.
We don't know any of this to be true, other than that they have all-you-can-eat crab legs. We've heard that.
He's smoking heaters, and he's also brought some women from the Alaskan docks with him that have scurvy. They're going to be there as well.
Can still get scurvy these days,
I'm
huh?
saying you can.
Okay, good.
Well, gangrene?
Well, that would be a different thing entirely.
What about vampire wrestler Gangrel? Is he there?
Yeah, I think he is.
All right.
I think he is.
Anyway, must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Inside the NFL, hit it.
Common Man and T-Bone's Inside the NFL.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Bone.
Well, man, we have to start off with a sad note today for Inside the NFL, and that is former NFL player, Hall of Famer, Cowboys legend Larry Allen died suddenly yesterday at the age of 52.
I saw that he was on vacation with his family in Mexico.
Apparently, they didn't know of any health issues with him, and he sadly died while on vacation. Yeah, but a lot of outpouring of support. I saw Troy Aikman posting about it yesterday. I saw Emmitt Smith breaking down, crying, on his Instagram. You can tell how much he meant to a lot of people in that organization. That's one of those guys. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but he's one of those players that for me as a kid of the 90s, I mean, the Cowboys teams that he was on were the most dominant teams of that era, them and the Bulls. Those were the two dominant teams when I was growing up. And so Larry Allen to me is like a member of my childhood. I remember watching him and all the rest of that team, but anyway, so it's sad to see that go just because for me personally, it's just a sad story, but then also...
It's also sad because he was 52 years old. And
yeah, it's not the age you would expect that to happen, but if you're not familiar with Larry Allen, go watch some highlights. He's one of the rare offensive linemen where his highlight reel is something that I think even non-football experts could say, oh yeah, I get why this guy was really, really good. He was dominant, and there's another video that's been making the rounds this week of him bench pressing 700 pounds at the Cowboys facility. One of the strongest people to ever play in the NFL. We obviously wish all condolences to his family, and we're so sorry to hear about this loss. Meanwhile, some news from the NFL currently of players still, actively in the NFL. Niners reward running back Christian McCaffrey with a 2-year extension. So it's funny reading this because the way that this got tweeted out when I saw it this morning was, oh yeah, hold on to your britches. He just reset the market. And then you're like, oh, okay, you've heard all these deals where guys get hundreds of millions of dollars. What is Christian McCaffrey going to get? He signed a 2-year extension averaging $19 million a year. Now, for running backs, that does reset the market. Mm-hmm. But I think that kind of speaks to the idea of just how different the contracts are for running backs versus lots of other skill positions. So in either case, the reigning Offensive Player of the Year got his 2-year deal, making roughly $38 million. He will receive an additional $8 million over what he was scheduled to make the last couple over 2024 and 2025. He does add a bunch in guarantees, so that's a big deal. Now comes the part of this where I read you names of players who are not in camp or who are not playing at their mandatory mini camp, but that no one is concerned and everybody's fine.
Right,
for example, Tua Tagovailoa says he's not blind to the quarterback deals that have been reached by other quarterbacks, but
he is actually blind, though.
No, he's not.
He lost his vision.
No, but he said he's not concerned yet about, getting that paycheck that he feels he has earned. He said, am I concerned about it? Not concerned. There's a lot of discussion we've had. We're trying to move that thing in the right direction to where everyone can be happy. He is entering the final year of his rookie contract and has been entrenched in negotiations with the Dolphins on a long-term extension. Should make him the highest paid player in franchise history when and if it happens. So we will see when that gets announced. Also, CeeDee Lamb, not at minicamp.
Teddy's guy.
It's the first day for the Cowboys wide receiver.
How you doing, Ted?
He's not at
good, Mike.
mandatory minicamp, so now he faces a fine. First day, it's like $17,000. It goes up from there. If he misses all 3 days of the mandatory minicamp,
forgive all of it.
I know, that's why it's $101,000 that you can just wipe off the board, because whenever they get to an agreement, they will not enforce this, nor should they. But yeah, so you can call it mandatory minicamp, call it whatever you want. In either case, he's probably helped along by the fact that the Vikings just signed Justin Jefferson to a massive deal, 4-year, $140 million extension. So CeeDee Lamb saying, all right, so that's where the marketplace is. I'd like to be in that market. I'd like to see what I can get. So find out what the Cowboys end up doing, but clearly they know they have to do something. Meanwhile, the Bengals are doing, quote, the right thing for Joe Burrow by resting him during OTAs today. He had a scheduled day off during the voluntary organized team activities. Zach Taylor said after practice, he said, if you ask him, he's going to be out here every day. That's part of the problem. We have to defend the player from himself. So, yeah, okay. So Joe Burrow would out there, he'd throw 500 passes a day, and they're saying, no, we got to bring that back. Does it mean anything's wrong with him? Probably not. I understand Bengals fans, though, getting worried about that, but I don't think there's a ton there to be worried about for whatever it's worth. And finally, Texans wide receiver Tank Dell has publicly, he was shot. He's now discussing publicly for the first time the night he was shot in April. Said it was a matter of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. He made his comments on C.J. Stroud's podcast, $1 million worth of game, where he said that I'm blessed. He said I was just wrong place, wrong time. Went back to see my mom. I wasn't even planning to be at the little pool party or whatever, but my boys saw that I was home. They hit me up and said, hey, come on up to the party. They told me it was going to be security, people getting checked at the door, stuff like that. I said, all right, that's cool. It's a good vibe. There were a lot of people that I know in there, so it was fine. And then the bleep just popped off out of nowhere. It went south out of nowhere. So that's
Look, I'm not here to jump on people's religious beliefs and enjoy, believe what you want to believe, but I hear that a lot, like, oh, I was blessed.
Sure.
Like, well, you weren't blessed enough to not be there at all. Right? I mean,
Sure.
you still got shot. I mean, yes, it was a flesh wound. It wasn't that bad. And I guess you were blessed that you didn't die.
Right.
But if you were super blessed, you'd be somewhere else.
Yes.
Eating food.
I too struggle with exactly what you're talking about. Where I've had people describe situations of like, yes, it was horrible. I lost my job, but thank God at the unemployment office, I got a nice parking spot. It's like, yeah, that's good. I'm glad that worked out. But
we gotta look at the little things.
Maybe we can get the job back too. I don't know. All right.
CJ Stroud is stepping out. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. And we've got a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by COSI, Center of Science and Industry. Transport yourself back in time and explore the fascinating and harrowing story of the Titanic's maiden voyage. Don't miss Titanic, the Artifact Exhibition, now open at COSI, featuring over 200 authentic artifacts, room recreations, and more. Tickets on sale now. Book your voyage at cosi.org. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. BMI Federal Credit Union has been voted best credit union for the past 6 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit bmifcu.org to learn more.
Take action with Logan Services. Call now for savings up to $2,700 on a qualifying train system and 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a train with a system for every home and budget. Schedule your free same-day estimate now. Installation takes just 1 day. We make home comfort easy with fast, friendly service from Logan Services.
Bobcat Enterprises, your local family-owned partner for your spring landscaping and construction projects, is here to provide you with real solutions for your toughest challenges. Bobcat rents, sells, and services a full line of Bobcat equipment, including Bobcat compact track loaders, Bobcat excavators, Bobcat tractors, and more. Bobcat Enterprises has been owned by the same family since 1975. Keep your business local. Stop by Bobcat Enterprises in Hilliard, Reynoldsburg, and Zanesville, and find current specials, our full line of products, and rental information by visiting bobcatent.com today.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180, with a buzz term for you, GLP-1. The buzz part doesn't mean GLP-1 isn't important. Quite the opposite. GLP-1 is a crucial hormone produced in our gut that regulates blood sugar and appetite. Basically, it helps control our weight. The buzz is because pharmaceutical companies are positioning medications as your only treatment option. But that's not true. Losing weight with Awaken 180 already supports GLP-1 function, and we're now introducing GLP-1 Balance. GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180 addresses the root causes of weight issues by focusing on nutrition, gut health, and sleep. By addressing these areas, your body naturally balances GLP-1 levels, making weight loss easier and more sustainable without lifelong medications or side effects. If you're curious about GLP-1 Balance and how it can work for you, talk with us. Find us online at awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180, your long-term solution for weight loss.
Ready for an amazing deal? BreezeLine's fiber-powered internet, starting at $19.99 per month, offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. Whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, we've got all your needs covered with speeds up to 1 gig and our 2-year price lock guarantee. This deal gets even better with 2 free months of internet, free equipment, and free Wi-Fi your way to protect against cyber threats. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Offer expires July 8th, 2024. Learn more at breezeline.com.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Delivery Late Night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
Open your door to a gorgeous Nature Stone floor. This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone. June only, they're making huge deals for Dad with savings up to 50% off any garage floor. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Major League Baseball today issued a lifetime ban to Cupida Marcano of the San Diego Padres for betting on Major League games involving Pittsburgh while he was a member of the Pirates last season. Cincinnati Reds try for a third straight win when they play on the road tonight against the Colorado Rockies. Cleveland Guardians begin a series at home to Kansas City. Guardians lead the Royals by 4 atop the AL Central standings. Columbus Clippers begin a series at Indianapolis tonight. From tennis, top seed and defending champ Novak Djokovic withdrew from the French Open today during his quarterfinal match with Casper Ruud due to knee problems that came apparently during his fourth-round win yesterday. And in football, San Francisco's given Christian McCaffrey a 2-year contract extension. It'll be more than $38 million. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Cutler gives like the folksy read with that one.
Yeah.
You're listening. You're listening.
Yeah. Hey, y'all.
Hey, you're listening.
Yeah. We should do that. We should get regional dialects from around the country to do different ones. We could get one from like the South. We could get one from New York. We get like California, kind of like, hey, man, what's up, dude?
Or you get the vocal fry.
We could. That's
You're
just
listening to the show. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show.
Yeah, that's every local. It seems like now, like every locale has some part of it that's like, oh, yeah, this is how I talk here.
My sister-in-law sending me text messages about whatever her newest restaurant obsession is.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, have you tried agape? Oh, so good. I dream about agape. Look, I'm sure agape is very good. All right. It's like Mediterranean Chipotle. How can it be bad?
Right.
Well, you know what? I got a little treat at Chipotle today.
What'd you get?
Well, normally I go get Chipotle. I sit down. It's good. I like it. But I pay $15.
Of course.
Right?
It happens.
I got the bowl.
Yeah, that's how much it costs.
I have guac that I put on there. That's extra money. And I get a regular drink, a little fountain drink. 15 something, depending on your location, because they have different prices. But I'm there, I'm eating, and I can't help but think sometimes, I could have been eating for $5 on the app. McDonald's, Wendy's has got the saucy nugs. Maybe I should have gotten that. No, this is good for me. This is better for me. I'm going to have this. It's delicious. But today, I got an extra that I was not prepared for at Chipotle.
Okay.
I dug into my bowl, and a little surprise greeted me. A big, long, greasy black hair.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
A little extra.
Oh, that's not what you want.
The cook really put their heart and soul into the guac today.
That's not good.
And I didn't want to stand in line, so I just picked it out and ate it anyway because I'm a sick bastard. But
I'm not. I've done that before, and I just at some point say, you know what? I probably have gotten worse. I
assume it's all
You grab
worse.
the door handle to go in there, and then you touch something that ends up going in your mouth, and you don't even think about it. That's probably where most of all the bacteria, all the stuff we're getting, the germs, is probably where it comes from. That hair probably is not the most of your concern. Though I get it.
If you've ever ordered, are you a mushroom guy? You don't like it?
I'm not a big mushroom guy.
You know what? Well, good for you because you're not eating fecal matter.
Huh?
I'm just saying, mushrooms, they grow in the dirt.
Well, yeah, of course.
It's poo, it's dirt, it's there.
It's the earth.
When I get them at home, I wash them. Mm-hmm. I wash them properly. I'm seeing it. I'm washing it.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that restaurants, they just cut corners. They barely wash these things.
Oh, really?
So every time you're eating mushrooms at a restaurant, which I do, you're eating poo. You're eating dirt and poo.
But you know what? It's probably help your immune system's probably like they used to say like kids that ate dirt were a little healthier back when they were we were back when we were banging.
Who said that?
Oh yeah, that's been a thing.
Kids who ate dirt.
Oh yeah, my parents always used to say that because like because kids just out there eating dirt. You never did that? Never ate dirt?
No, I never ate dirt.
I guess I was weird.
I ate glue.
No, we ate dirt.
Looked white and creamy and delicious.
No, because sometimes the dirt had a nice little earthiness to it.
No, I can't say.
I'm
Look,
just saying.
I don't judge, but I can't say I've ever had dirt. Teddy, did you eat dirt?
Come on.
No,
People
I'm
ate
not
dirt.
eating
You never
dirt.
ate dirt?
No.
Not once? As like a little 4-year-old, 5-year-old? Never just like, oh, look at this. And you put it in your mouth. You're like, it's not that great.
Glue I ate.
Glue, no.
Once I
never.
tried the Elmer's. It
Teddy,
looked delicious.
Teddy didn't eat cereal. So Ted's not a good barometer. Teddy doesn't like milk in his cereal, right?
Too many calories in dirt.
Even when you were a kid, you were concerned.
How many servings? is that?
4-year-old
Well, you
Teddy's
know
very
what?
concerned about calories.
In fairness, he was the best athlete of the three of us here. He's the one who actually played high school football. So,
You know what today?
Well, you
maybe
were
that-
touching
maybe that
rim,
worked out.
Bone.
No, just a little bit.
He was prom king too, Teddy.
Well,
He was.
that was small
And
school.
homecoming
Small
king.
school. Small school.
Today is Panama Ted's 11-year anniversary. Congratulations, Ted.
Lies. All lies.
Well, no, but here's what happened. He was here for a long time before, and then he got canned, and then he came back. And since he's been back now, it's been 11 years.
Yes,
Well, there was a little time in
there was
between.
a break
there
in
too,
between
yeah.
there. He's had 2 breaks here.
What do you mean there was another break?
Yeah, because I worked over here in this building upstairs at RSN.
worked at RSN.
for Radio Sound
Oh, I
Network.
forgot all about
I
that.
did that for like
But
a
see,
year
Teddy,
and
look,
4 months.
It all worked out, right? Because you're back now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you've
I'm
been
right-
back for 11 years.
Right where I want to be.
I mean, you left and lost all your seniority and vacation time, and you took a pay cut. But now
I got all that back, though.
you're
Oh,
back.
good, good. As you should. By the way,
Finally,
Ted,
I had to
no
earn it.
joke. Ted has been with this company for what? Didn't you say the better part of 25 plus years?
26 years, maybe 8-9 months, something like
Just
that.
saying.
Total, yeah.
Who's counting though, right?
Yeah, sounds
Hey,
like
everybody.
By the way, you were talking about Chipotle, and you had a little experience there today. Did you see their CEO kind of getting dragged through the mud over the last couple days?
The mud that he was eating or different
Yes,
mud?
hopefully he was eating it. Brian Nicklaus is the CEO of Chipotle. And apparently, because people have said, it seems like at Chipotle, the portion sizes have gotten a little smaller over the years, but the prices are going up. The burritos are looking a little less impressive. They're just not filling them as well. You're not getting as much of those things in there. And he said, that's number one. That's not a thing that's happening. He said, we haven't changed the portion sizes. He said, though, if you are dissatisfied with the amount that your Chipotle, server puts onto the burrito as they're building it.
Scream in their face?
No, he said, all you have to do is you give them a little look of disappointment and a shrug like, come on. Like you just kind of nudge, like you give a little like, come on, give a little more. And I thought that is like the best example of a guy who does not realize that what he gets at Chipotle is not the same as what everybody else gets. Like when the CEO of Chipotle walks in and is like, come on, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to be like, oh, yeah, more? Sure, whatever you say, guy who signs all our paychecks. Yes, but the average person may not get that when they go to Chipotle.
Well, you could just say, can I have a little more, please? And they'll usually just give it to you.
Well, yeah, that's right. And also, I know at some point you can ask for double whatever, but then they charge you.
No, don't say double.
Yeah.
Double's a bad word. They're going to charge you for double. Just say, can I have a little bit more, please?
By the way, let's have an agreement. I am with this. I am totally on board with this. I am not going to complain about service times or the amount that I have to tip or anything like that. I'm not going to be concerned about that at a restaurant. If we all understand, like the workers at the restaurant understand, you're getting screwed by this giant corporation. So when if I look at you and go like, come on, can I have a little more steak? Then just you do that. I'm going to sign the tip thing. We're going to all be good. We're going to be all good on that.
Yeah, but they got
let's be on the same team.
Cameras watching them and stuff.
Well, that's so what is the answer? Because you're saying if you just go, come on, can you give me a little more, they'll do it.
No, right, but you have to ask. They're not just going to give it to you.
I know.
Right, but then it's like, no, see, he asked me for it, and that's why I gave him a little bit more. They can go to the video evidence.
Sure, that's right. As long as we don't have to start asking, it's like, well, you're going to get charged double if I have to do that. Like, don't be a stickler on that stuff.
I know.
We're all getting screwed by this
story
system.
Once, someone who worked at a quick service restaurant, I'm not going to say which restaurant, but they told me once that, they were evaluated. Their performance was evaluated on camera, just like you worked in customer service on a phone call.
They monitor.
They say, "Oh, this phone call is being recorded," and they said, "Well, they were brought back in the office after this shift, and they were beaten pretty severely." There was a billy club.
I hope not.
There in the office.
I hope
just
not.
Beaten.
I will say when I worked in customer service, that was the craziest thing. I thought I was paid so much to help out the customers.
No.
Teddy, you remember this when you worked in customer service where you are supposed to help the customers. Wouldn't that make sense? You're in customer service, serve the customers.
Yes.
And I remember after a month on the phones there, they brought me in. They're like, hey, satisfaction rankings for you, you're through the roof. Everybody loves you. Here's the problem. You're talking on average a minute 30 more than the average person
Can't
here.
do that. Get off the phone.
And while you're getting great satisfaction, we need you to take more calls. So they wanted me to just be like, shut up, loser, and just like, sorry your car broke down in the middle of the freeway. Tough nuts, and then just hang up on them.
I feel like
that's what they wanted.
I don't belong here because you worked in customer service at BMW Rolls-Royce.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy worked in customer service at Dish Network.
Yes.
I never did it.
Yeah,
you're lucky.
You're lucky.
Maybe we could do a little role playing where you can be an angry consumer and I have to try and solve your problem.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I have had experience listening to that.
How about you just don't like this show? You're calling up. You know, you're a fan listener. You don't like this show. You think we should be talking about, the Mike linebacker all the time.
That's right.
And you got a problem. So
bring. Nikki from the chat.
Yeah, we had Nikki
right,
there.
Nikki from the chat has called in.
All right.
Hello, this is Common Man. How may I help you?
Yeah, I don't like the show today because you're talking a lot of sports.
I understand that. I hear you. This is a little bit of a different show, though. The guys sometimes don't stick to...
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm the customer. This is called sports radio, is it not?
No, it's not.
No, it's 97.1, the fan
it's the
sports.
Fan. Yes,
sports.
You can be a fan of many things. You can be a fan of fast food. You can be a fan of pornography. There are lots of things you can be a fan of.
I didn't listen for pornography. I'm listening for sports. Where's the sports?
I understand. We have a ton of sports on our other sister station, 1460 ESPN.
I don't know what that is, and I don't want to learn what it is
all
either.
You have to
I don't
do
want
is
to listen
click
to
the AM thing or HD2.
I ripped all the buttons off my radio. Please make me happy.
Do you have a smartphone by any chance?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
I'm calling you from a rotary phone from 1974. I actually live in 1974.
Okay. Stand by. Anthony Rothman will take your phone call. I heard you were looking for some sports there. I can help with that.
I will say,
are we done with the call? I was going to be Rothman.
I don't know. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you talk to me about sports?
Is this Nikki?
Yeah.
Hey, Nikki, how you doing?
I'm good.
You want to adopt a pup?
Yes, I do, actually. I love dogs.
All right.
Great.
Hey, here's my buddy, Pascal Vincent's going to talk to you now.
Oh, great. I love Pascal Vincent. Can we have an hour of Pascal Vincent every day on the station?
It is shiny. I don't know. I can't do Pascal Vincent.
No, really? I'm shocked. Yeah. Customer service, I feel for you if you're in that line of work, because if you're trying to keep the customer happy, your bosses get mad at you, and it's vice versa the other way.
CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's on a podcast, $1 million worth of game.
Yes.
He was asked, would you rather have Aaron Rodgers' career or Eli Manning's career? He said, you want the rings, dog. Eli got 2.
Yes. You know what? I agree with him. I would rather have 2 rings.
He says it goes deeper than rings, though. He says, I've talked to Tom Brady about this because he's a good mentor to me. What he told me is his teammates and how he treats his teammates, and that's where I think it falls off. We don't know how Aaron Rodgers treats his teammates, but you can guarantee that Tom Brady treats his teammates right because how he got those rings. He also said, Matt Stafford, if you give Matt Stafford a chance like Aaron Rodgers had, I guarantee you he might have had more rings. I think he would have had like 3 or 4. So the headline is CJ Stroud throwing shade at Aaron Rodgers, which, by the way, I don't have a problem with. CJ wants to be on a podcast, have his opinion. That's good for him. I think it's good for us as the fan because we get to see a new side of these guys that maybe we wouldn't see previously. I like to see personalities. I'm not usually a fan of dry as a popcorn fart type guys.
No.
But CJ also has to understand that every time he has media availability from here until the end of time, he's going to be asked about these things.
Yeah, I think that's the same trap that Aaron Rodgers falls into. Hopefully CJ's not going to, which is, hey, I spoke about something and I said it on a podcast or I said it on a place where only a few people could respond to it. Then when I go back to camp or when I go back to the media, where there's 20 people gathered around, they all want to write their stories about that and they want new quotes from me. So they're going to ask, hey, you don't think Aaron Rodgers is a good teammate?
As long as you're okay with that.
As long as
go ahead, man.
Yeah. So I think that'll be interesting to see how he handles that going forward. But yeah, I don't disagree with him at all. I would like Eli Manning's career over Aaron Rodgers too.
Pat Mahomes is the king. I'll tell you why. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's some slower traffic causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. And we've got a couple minutes slowdown on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Use the experts on hiring for professional roles. Visit srgexpress.com to connect with professionals in accounting, IT, and engineering. The specialized recruiting group takes an individual approach, placing people in contract and full-time roles. srgexpress.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box, yeah.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Whether you're a seasoned pro or a new golfer, think beyond the green and head over to X Golf Columbus and X Golf Powell. Come experience the most advanced and accurate golf simulators in the world at X Golf. A fun venue with great food, excellent service, and a full bar. You can play around on one of our 50 courses, take a lesson from our PGA Pro, hit the driving range, join a league, or just sit back and sip a beer on the outdoor patio. Book your tee time today at playxgolf.com. X Golf Columbus and X Golf Powell, the home of indoor golf.
If your garage door is so ugly that hanging a picture of your mother-in-law on it would actually make it look better, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, for whatever reason, we've got 7.
Yeah, we do.
And here's number 5.
Sunny Street Cafe. Tasty breakfast and lunch with fist bump friendly kind of service.
Now with 8 locations.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
A healthy body needs good food. This summer, the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce is sponsoring Sun Meals, a summer food program where kids eat free. Children under 18 receive healthy meals and no sign-up is required. Locations may be right in your neighborhood. Call 1-866-348-6479 or visit education.ohio.gov/kidseat for meal locations and times. That's education.ohio.gov/kidseat.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies chemicals ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Warm and humid, a little breezy out there on this Tuesday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Overnight, we'll keep it mild. Temperatures down to the mid to upper 60s. Slight chance of a shower or storm overnight. A better chance of a shower or storm on Wednesday afternoon and again later Wednesday night. High temperatures in the low 80s. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
Bone, I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
All right.
Maybe you've tried to get things going recently and things have not stepped up to the plate like they should.
Okay.
Maybe your pee-pee no worky is what I'm trying to say.
I was waiting for it. I was hoping that's where you were going.
My friends at Tri-State Men's Health, they have treatments when the pills or the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit, just $99, includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if the test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having hibbity-dibbity the day after your appointment. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Tell them I sent you and say, pee-pee no worky. Please fixie pee-pee.
Is that
they will
right?
Say, yesy, yesy.
Okay. This is all very interesting code language that you've developed. Good. By the way, the Twitter handle Zillow Gone Wild is always good for a little bit of fun.
Yep.
They have just posted today the oldest home on the market in America right now. Go figure, it's in New England, Plimpton, Massachusetts. This house is known as the Stephen Bryant House. Built in 1669.
Let them live.
I want to remind you that the Pilgrim's voyage to America was believed to have, ended in 1620, if I'm not mistaken, right? I believe that's when they landed.
Yeah, that was
Plymouth Rock.
That was Plymouth Rock. There was also
then they
the Virginia.
Well,
that was different.
Like I just said, there was also this other area.
Well, I'm just saying there was that. They had the lost colony of Roanoke.
Yeah,
that was before that.
That's right. Didn't they in Roanoke? Wasn't that where they wrote the word like Krakatoa or something? Or
east of Java?
Or not Krakatoa. That's not it.
No, that was because that was
Croatoa. Something like that.
Croatoa on a tree.
They wrote something, and
which was the name at that point for another island that was about 30 miles south.
And then they never found these.
Well, they tried to get there, but a hurricane came in. And then the captain said, "We're going back to England."
Oh, okay.
But what about these people? Well, they're on their own.
Sucks to be them.
Well, it's thought that they just integrated into the Native American tribe there.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
And then, because then there were reports. This is what you get from me. You get a little bit of nonsense.
I like it. Okay.
A little history, a little nonsense. There were reports of very light-skinned, blue-eyed natives coming from that area.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I didn't know.
So the Native Americans mated and integrated with the Roanoke people.
Okay. Well, that colony apparently was between like 1585 and 1590. So then like 30 years later, you have the Pilgrims come over. And then 40 years after all that, that's when this house was built. Like I'm saying, we're talking an old house.
How much?
It is on the market for only $800,000. It is
only $800,000.
Well, situated. It's historic. Number one, it's situated on 2 acres. I mean, I cannot fathom owning a property like this. If you look at it, I mean, it's a fairly decent sized house, but they have leaned into the decorations on the inside. I'm assuming some of this is original, but they have everything. I mean, a lot of the stuff in this place looks like it is from at least 200-300 years ago. But I don't know how.
A lot of upkeep.
Yeah,
you think? A lot of upkeep.
And I don't really think this is going to be a problem, but I know you would probably be very concerned about what spirits would inhabit a place like that.
Absolutely.
But $800,000 in Massachusetts, which that alone, I mean, I feel like just anywhere in New England, if you can get something for $800,000, that's probably that has like 2 stories and acreage, I mean, you're doing something. But there you go. A house that is over 300 years old and then some. And it's on the market right now. You could buy it. 2,500 square feet, 2-acre lot. Let them live.
Pat Mahomes has led all NFL players in licensing royalties for the 2023 season. He earned $3.6 million with all his licensing through the NFLPA.
That's a good number.
Number 2 on this list was $2.6 million. Jalen Hurts was number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, $2.5 mil. Travis Kelce, $2.4 mil. I thought Travis Kelce, with all the stuff that happened last year, would have taken the top spot. With all the Swifties buying his stuff.
I think it does speak to just how much he still got, though, right? Because he was popular before, but I don't think he's cracking the top 5 of this, do you, just based on Travis Kelce alone?
The top 10 was very interesting. So Travis Kelce, 4, Trevor Lawrence, 5, Micah Parsons, Teddy's guy, number 6. Number 7, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's been retired for many years, earned over $2 million in player royalties.
I got to know what's going on there because he's the only former player that's on this list.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Wait, you're right.
Number 8, Dak Prescott. Number 9, Joe Burrow. Number 10, Gronk.
Gronk is the other one.
Gronk has been retired. He earned $1.8 million last year in royalties.
Yeah, I wonder if that's because he did a partnership with one of the gambling sites, and I wonder if that's a partnership through the league. I don't know. Either way, I don't know how this all works. I don't know how this all licensing, merchandising stuff works, but that's shocking that Gronk is still getting that type of check.
No Browns on the list. Jamar Chase does show up at number 21.
So 2 Bengals. That's 1 Ohio State player. I saw another Ohio State player is also on this list, if I'm not mistaken.
There's 2 more.
2 more, that's right. Yes.
There's Justin Fields at number 18, and there's Garrett Wilson at number 20.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm surprised Justin Fields is that high other than, I guess, the bulk of last year he was still in Chicago as a starter. So, I was thinking if you're looking at it this year, he's the backup in Pittsburgh. That's probably not going to get him the same type of, marketing dollars that he would get. But last year, big city like Chicago, he's a starting quarterback. Probably a lot of jerseys sold with his name on them. So I'm guessing that's where a lot of that comes from.
It surprised me that Peyton Manning's number 7 on this list. You would think that Tom Brady would show up on this list, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need to know more about, because even Gronk being on it, it's clearly something to do with, Patriots fans and, I would assume Colts fans who are excited about him, all that stuff, buying their jerseys. But you would think, maybe because he left, that's not a thing, or most Patriots fans already have a Tom Brady jersey, so they don't need another one. I don't know.
Just missing out at number 26, Teddy's guy, King Kong Bundy on the list. And then Hillbilly Jim at number 27.
Okay.
And a cast of dwarf wrestlers. Wasn't that the WrestleMania card, Teddy? Wasn't it King Kong Bundy against Hillbilly Jim, and they both had little people as their tag team partners?
Yeah.
We need more little people wrestling.
Sure. That's a thing. I know people do it.
It is. They take great pride in it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I don't know how it works with integrating that into regular WWE stuff. But sure, why not? As long as they could do it respectfully, I think that'd be good.
Athletes are always looking for an edge. Teams are always looking for an edge, whether it's put Vaseline on your jersey so that it can't hold on to you, whatever it is. Has an NFL team ever tried a little person as a running back?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
That's a very good question.
I
don't know the answer.
You're making your own holes then at that point. You're going between legs. You're doing...
low man wins. They do say that.
Absolutely.
Right? So if you can get as low as possible. I do remember that, I want to say it was a baseball team in the 40s maybe, did this with a player whose name escapes me. Maybe it was like Eddie Gadet or Goodell or something like that. I don't remember.
Roger Goodell.
Yes, Roger Goodell. Anyway, this player was, a dwarf. And the idea was his strike zone would be so small that pitchers would not be able to compensate. Mm-hmm. I think he walked on 4 pitches, took his base, and then probably was, taken out of the game.
I don't think we tried it long enough. I've always said that about 900-pound goalies in the National Hockey League.
Let's find out.
I always get messages, they've tested it on Mythbusters. No, they tested it with a 350-pound guy, and it didn't work. I'm talking about a 900-pound goaltender that takes up the entire net. You go to Dr. Now's office, and you say, Dr. Now, who's the fattest you have? I have someone 950 pounds. And you take a little crane and you lower him onto the ice and you just leave him there. Sure, he can't play the puck or anything like that. Who cares? It's impossible to get the puck in there.
I just don't know if you're so square shaped, right? Or rectangular, whatever the shape is you'd have to be to fill up the net. But you're right. We'd find out really quick, wouldn't we?
Rapid fire. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit a slowdown on eastbound 670 between Cleveland Avenue and 71, just a couple minutes. And keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of southbound 270 on the west outer belt after Roberts Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers, they're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. Their skilled laborers pave the way for smoother commutes, ensuring safe and efficient travel on Ohio roads and highways. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, from a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today or go online to agproco.com for more information.
We go to war for you.
At Sugar Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we're passionate about your rights, whether it's a slip and fall, a dog bite, or a motorcycle accident. We're on your side. Call 877-WAR-FOR-YOU for a free consultation or visit warforyou.com and let us fight for your rights. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com. If you're obsessed with fantasy sports and gambling things, we have the slightly above average radio show for you. On the Money with Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Wednesday night at 8 on The Fan.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
O'Reilly. Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Summer is finally here in Ohio, and the best part about summer is the fresh fruits and vegetables. And the best place to find them, well, it's one of my favorite places to eat. That is Bob Evans, because they're going to make sure they have the farm freshest ingredients right to your plate. They have 3 new salads: the steakhouse salad, the grilled chicken chop salad, and my favorite, the summer berry salad. Grilled chicken, strawberries, blueberries, pecans, feta cheese, everything you like, it's all there, and it's all fresh and delicious. So go check them out and learn more at bobevans.com.
Tired of waiting for your auto service to be completed at the dealership? Hi, this is Justin Hinderer with the Hinderer Motor Company. Let our experienced factory-trained technicians come to you in our mobile service truck. 90% of all repairs can be done at your home or office. Brakes, recalls, maintenance, it can all be done on your terms when you need us with our mobile service truck. Go to HindererMotorCompany.com and schedule mobile service today. That's HindererMotorCompany.com. We love what moves you.
If your garage door is so old that it's got cave paintings and hieroglyphics drawn on the inside, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Hey, please subscribe to the podcast of this dumb show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. The podcast is also the only way to get the weekend show. It is not on the radio anymore. It is only on the podcast. So if you've been missing it, that's where it is. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by Custom Air. Custom Air. Custom Solutions. Custom Comfort.
All right, Teddy, rapid fire number 1.
All right. Of the 4 new additions to the Big Ten from the Pac-12, which campus would you most like to visit? Oregon, Washington, UCLA, or USC?
Oh, let's do this. Let's go through the pros and cons.
Well, let me ask, are we talking like go to a game there or just visit the area?
Campus, or
visit the area?
The whole thing, yeah.
Okay, because, I mean, if it's... Well, go ahead. Yes, let's go pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
Okay.
Oregon, I haven't been there, but they've got the track and field facility.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that seems like a cool place to check out.
They got the connections to Nike,
Good
all that
game
stuff.
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
There, you know, that's in the running. Washington, I don't know, it doesn't really wow me as much.
It's in Seattle. So if you like Seattle, if you've never been, that would be a reason.
Yeah, nice view from the stadium as well. It's
beautiful
right on
view.
the
Fair enough.
It
is.
Lake or river or whatever they got there.
Sound.
I don't know.
The sound. Or part of the sound. Something. Yeah.
You know, UCLA's got Rose Bowl and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and then USC is obviously like both those schools, UCLA, USC, both very expensive places to go to school, very nice structures and buildings, I'm quite sure.
Coliseum.
Yeah, again, if we're talking about that.
But it's not, you don't get atmosphere there. I mean, you can see the Coliseum, but then you go to the game and there's like 50,000 people there.
I'll tell you, it would be different for either sport. If I'm going football related, I'm going to Oregon, partially because I've never been to Oregon. I've been to all these I've been to LA, I've been to Seattle, but I would go there to see the football atmosphere. If it was basketball, I would probably pick UCLA just to go to Pauley Pavilion and do all that.
All right, Oregon football, UCLA basketball.
There you go.
We're all in agreement.
Yeah.
When's the road trip? Rapid fire number 2.
If the Buckeyes decide to add a sponsor to the uniform, then what would you like that to be?
Common Man and T-Bone.
I like it.
Our cartoon faces.
Could you imagine? Guys, we scored a touchdown and then just punching us in the face. But what do you have to say now, losers?
That's great. Keep doing that.
I guess like the first thing when you said that, Teddy, that came to my mind was just like Taco Bell, just because I think it would be a good visual because I like Taco Bell, but really has nothing to do with anything other than that.
Maybe how about a Columbus Company? How about White Castle?
Oh, yeah.
Or Wendy's, yeah.
Yeah, Wendy's is good. There
Wendy's,
we go.
Yeah.
Spicy chicken on there.
Oh, yeah. Ohio State touchdown brought to you by Spicy Chicken. Yes, I love it.
I think it would just be fun to have a picture of a red-headed cartoon lady.
That's right.
Right on there.
Yeah, that's great. I think Wendy would fit right in on there.
Rapid fire number 3.
C.J. Stroud gave us his top 5 NFL quarterbacks. They are Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, himself, Dak Prescott, and Jalen Hurts. What's your current top 5 quarterbacks?
No particular order. Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar, Jalen Hurts.
You know what? I'm taking Josh Allen out and putting Dak Prescott in. That's my top 5. I think that's where I'm at. And then right after that, I have probably Josh Allen. And then probably right after that, I have C.J. Stroud. Like, I think he's firmly in the top 10. But
I don't have a problem with him putting himself in that list.
No, I don't blame him for that. I'm just saying for me, I don't have him in the top 5, but I do have him in the top 10. It's early. But
yeah, I agree with you.
After that year that he had last year, I'm willing to see what he could do for year 2. But yeah, right now he's top 10.
Rapid fire number 4.
I read today that North Carolina lawmakers, they want to require North Carolina and NC State to play at least one of the other in-state public schools. They have East Carolina, App State, and Charlotte. They want to play them every year in football and basketball. Now, they will also be required to play each other in those sports every year. Are there any teams in Ohio that you would like to see the Buckeyes have to play every year? And that could be football or basketball.
Football, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Basketball, I've always said that we need to play Dayton more.
Oh, yeah.
Ohio State and Dayton would be fun. We should do it.
Basketball, I'd like to do UD, UC, and Xavier. Like to have all like a 4 all those 4 teams every year kind of rotating games against each other, but making sure that you play at least 2 of them a year or something. I don't know, whatever. But I would, for football, I have one that I would actually like to see, and I want this to be home and home. I'd like to see Ohio State versus Ohio University every single year. If nothing else, for the halftime show. The bands, between those 2 marching bands, would be great. I'd love that. But I'd also love it every other year if Buckeye fans got to go down to Athens and have a nice little, that's a great town to go party in. You could have a lot of fun down there. So, yeah, I know the games wouldn't be great, but what are we doing anyway? Look at the schedule this year. Look at the schedule most years. If you were going to take one of those in-state opponents or barely out-of-the-state opponents that you're going to spread $1 million to, why not give it to OU and then just have them play us every year as a nice little rivalry that's not really a rivalry?
Like I said, I don't care about football, and I really don't. But if you're putting the gun to my head, making me choose an in-state rival for football, there's one answer. And it's going to be a competitive game, and the answer is Mount Union.
Yeah. That'd be good.
And I said that just to piss you off.
I'm not mad.
Just to piss you off.
Let's make it happen. Let's go. Let's do it.
Rapid fire number 5.
Today is National Cheese Day. What's your favorite cheese?
That really depends on the situation. This is good. Put some WD-40 on here. That depends on the situation, Teddy. If I'm having a burger, then to me, American cheese is made for burgers. It's made for melting. American cheese gets a bad rep. That's not real cheese. Who the hell cares? It's melty goodness, deliciousness. I love it on a burger. If I'm just talking about a snacking cheese, maybe an aged Parmigiano Reggiano. I like that. Maybe a good Vermont cheddar.
Okay.
An aged cheddar. I like all of it.
My favorite is probably nacho. It's probably where I would go.
Nacho cheese. But you know what? That is American cheese.
I know.
That's American cheese. It's just melted down into goo.
I would say I do find myself and again, I'm not getting.
Music's gone.
Let's not confuse ourselves. I'm not going to the cheesemonger and getting like a big, nice version of this. I'm getting what they have at the store, prepackaged, pre-sliced, all that. But I do like occasionally to throw a nice little provolone onto whatever sandwich I'm making.
What's wrong with provolone?
I'm saying
delicious.
I'm not probably having the best version of it, but the version I get, I like very much. So I use provolone more than I use like a Colby Jack or a cheddar or one of those things on a sandwich.
I'll tell you this, when you have a good pizza, and if you're a fan of the cheese on the pizza, now if you're one of these people that just puts 19 pounds of toppings on your pizza, it's not going to matter to you. But if you're a fan of the cheese of the pizza, you've gone to a place and you've said, man, this cheese is really good.
Yep.
It's probably because they split it with provolone.
Oh, yeah.
It's Mott's and Prove blend. That's what I do when I make pizzas at home.
I agree with you. I have found that is probably my favorite types of pizzas. All tend to have that type of blend, and I didn't realize that before, but yeah.
You know what I don't like? And I keep trying it, hoping to like it. Kristen likes it. I don't like it. I don't like goat cheese.
I don't know if I ever even had it.
There's a tang to it.
Yeah?
It's just too... Why don't you like it? It tastes goaty to me.
How do you know what a goat tastes like?
I don't know. And I have no problem with like sheep's cheese is fine. I like that. There's plenty of sheep cheeses that I like.
Oh, you know what that reminded me of? I just saw this. I don't know. Maybe you'll know what it's called. I saw a video of this where they wrap cheese or the stuff they're making the cheese into eventually. They wrap it in like some kind of hide that has fur on it. Have you ever seen this?
Furry hide.
So they brought this out.
Carlos hide is what they wrap
this
it
thing
in.
had to be like a couple feet tall and at least half a foot around, but it was just a big furry blob. And then they cut into it, and underneath they peel off the skin.
I have not
And there was
seen
apparently
that.
delicious cheese. I don't know what this is called, but it's a very specific type of cheese. I don't know where you even get it, but the outside rind, whatever this casing they put it in, instantly turns me off to it. But I'm sure the cheese inside, it may be very good. But I would just visually it's not appealing to me at all to see that.
John Daly and Sean Payton have something in common. I'll tell you what it is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You'll find traffic is moving slowly on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and I-70, about a 5-minute delay there. And you're going to hit a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Guys, let's talk game. Our team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best, and there's no better time to start than the spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and you get your results in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Most businesses have one tagline.
How boring is that?
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
Yes, please.
Like our number 6.
Sunny Street Cafe, the fancy pancake place.
Amazing fancy.
Now with 8 locations.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Call 614-502-5220 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus 0% financing for 60 months. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Atlas Butler is built to keep you comfortable, and our plumbing services are no exception. You can rely on Atlas Butler for trusted, convenient plumbing and drain service. Our expert plumbers and drain specialists can take care of anything, from a broken water heater to a clogged drain. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Delivery Late Night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
The memorial is here, and we'll be there. And drunk people will be there. And Scotty Scheffler's lawyer will be there. We're live from the memorial starting Wednesday.
Sponsored by Ohio for Responsible Gambling and Orthopedic One. The Fan.
There's a little slice of heaven in a mountain town escape. A pace of life that's less hurried, more authentic, where people greet you with a smile, and experiences feel down to earth, yet elevated. From Appalachian art to wineries and craft breweries, live music to a lively spirit. This is West Virginia. We call it Almost Heaven. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Have you ever called a company and after hanging up the phone, felt a little nervous on who exactly they might be sending to your home? It's a common worry and one that we all face at some point. Well, when it comes to your roof, there's no need to worry because the Newman Roofing team has you covered. Our team of professionals arrive on time in marked company vehicles, and you'll always be greeted with a friendly, warm smile on their face. Our experts take the time to thoroughly educate you on the findings of your home, not only fixing your roof, but ensuring you understand every step of the process, giving you the peace of mind you deserve. That's why Newman Roofing has been the most trusted roofing company in Central Ohio for the last 32 years, and counting. So whether you need a small repair or full replacement, call the company you can trust. Newman Roofing at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Want to know anything about the Fan's contests, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
No Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
Shout out to all the friends on YouTube today. You can join the fun by going to YouTube, searching 971 The Fan. Click subscribe while you're there. All right, just subscribe to the whole station because all our good stuff from the whole station will come right to you. You'll get all the notice. Like when Brandon Beam brings in another huge bone that he leaves in the freezer for 2.5 weeks.
Technically, Bobby brought it in, but then Beam left it there.
Oh, Bobby brought it in?
Well, Bobby brought it for Beam.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dog. It was Bobby's used steak bone that he then said, "Hey, Beam, you would like this. This is for your dog. I stuck it in the freezer." So it's not Bobby's fault. Bobby just brought it to be nice. Beam has forgotten it all this time.
Anyway, join us in the live chat.
Yeah.
Because Teddy's in there. Teddy's talking to you. If you can't get closer to the show in real time. Teddy's there.
There's currently in the discussion right now an argument over IPAs, the beer. Where some people are like, if I get an IPA, it goes right in the trash. And then other people are like, IPAs are the only beer I'll ever drink. So if you enjoy online polarization, you can too find that in our chat room over nonsensical things like, which flavor of beer do you like?
What do John Daly, golfer,
thank you,
and Sean Payton, NFL head coach, have in common?
I don't know, but you're probably fixing to tell me.
I am going to tell you. Sources tell Deadline, which is, Hollywood news and gossip, that King of Queens star Kevin James is on board to star in a limited series based on the life of John Daly. Kevin James has also played Sean Payton in a movie that 7 people saw.
Now, Sean Payton is not the pudgiest guy in the world. I mean, I think he's relatively, normal-sized human, but John Daly's been known for being a bit overweight over his years.
That's right.
Is Kevin James just the only fat white guy we can have to play in these movies?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
They keep calling Will Sasso, but his phone's been disconnected.
That's too bad because Will Sasso, I think, could run circles around him.
I'm reading this from Deadline.com. Says the series will be executive produced by comedian Gary Valentine, a frequent collaborator of James, who also wrote and acted on The King of Queens, as well as a 2-time Emmy-winning producer and manager Rory Rosegarden, who also represents Valentine, with whom he launched Valentine Rosegarden Productions.
Okay.
That's all fine. You know what else they should probably mention on here? And I actually know this because I've seen The King of Queens and I know a little bit about Gary Valentine.
Right.
He's Kevin James's brother.
What do you mean? Oh, in real life?
Yes, in real life.
Oh. What?
That maybe should be mentioned in this story. Gary Valentine and Kevin James, real life brothers.
I'm going to guess the reason they don't. Well, this is a news story or a press release? Because what I'm saying
is a news story.
Okay, because I was going to say the press release. I could understand they may not. He may not want that. You know what I mean? But the news should obviously report that.
Everybody knows it's his brother. On the show, he played Cousin Danny.
Okay,
but that's his real brother.
I don't know who this guy is. I didn't know.
I'm just saying. King of Queens?
I mean, I watched some of it. I mean, I watched episodes here and there, but I don't know I know Patton Oswalt was on it. I remember, Jerry Stiller was on it.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, Leah Remini.
Dead.
And then I forget who else.
She's not dead.
No, she's alive.
She's taking it to the Scientologists.
Yeah, she's
hanging out with J-Lo.
Is she?
Oh, they're besties.
I had no idea.
Yes, they used to be. I don't know if they still are. Maybe she's counseling J-Lo on her tour that nobody bought tickets for and the fact that her marriage is in the poop can.
Boy, I tell you, who could have seen that one coming? Every single time they would show Ben Affleck getting out of a car or walking with her anywhere. The second she walked past him and she could not see him, his face went from honey, to oh my God. That.
Ben Affleck on a regular Saturday night is like Dan Aykroyd as Santa in Trading Places, where he's on the bus and he pulls the salmon out of his beard.
Yeah, he looks miserable, which again, I don't know why. Maybe that's a him problem. Maybe she's awesome. And maybe Ben Affleck is just a piece of garbage.
Look,
I don't know.
They could be. Look, he's probably got problems.
Sure.
You can't be a celebrity like that and not have problems.
Right.
She strikes me as extremely high maintenance.
Could be.
Right?
I mean, this just in, she's a pop star.
I understand.
There's a certain level of attention that you're given when you are that. And so I could see that you have maybe a standard of, I'm going to need things to be a certain way when we travel or whatever. And Ben Affleck's come on, I'm just some guy from Boston. What do you want me to do? And he's just trying to lean into that. It's you're Ben Affleck. You're one of the biggest stars in the world. You both probably are used to this.
Who do you think is the most high maintenance pop star? in the history of the world?
Oh,
in the history of the world. I mean, obviously, we don't know these people. We have to just go based on their reputation and what we see.
Yeah,
I have
that's
an
a
answer.
good question. Okay, go ahead. Who do you think? 'Cause I have
Mariah
no idea.
Carey.
All right, that's
Mariah
fair.
Carey
She's got to be in the running.
Like she needs someone to actually wipe her. Like, I don't think she didn't even wipe herself.
Well, I think you could definitely see with Mariah Carey that, like, she hits a note when she was on and in her prime.
I don't know if she still can.
No, she can't.
Okay.
But when she was in her prime, she could hit a note that I think let anything else that happened in her life, it was like, well, yeah, you know what? You can sing that well.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if you have many life skills or if you're very, I don't know her personally.
And also
all
in
that
her
stuff.
prime, when she could hit that note, fabulous.
Sure, that's what I'm saying.
Looking fabulous.
Yeah, have you ever? But remember these stories we've heard about, like with Major League ball players? Who was it? It was a Mets player a few years ago. I want to say that didn't know how to prepare chicken properly. Do you remember this?
Yes, because he got sick.
He got sick because he tried to cook it medium well or something and didn't realize chicken doesn't do that. You cook it till it's done.
The difference is Mariah Carey doesn't even know where to buy chicken.
What I'm saying is that is a guy who probably grew up playing baseball his whole life, being told you're going to be a star. And then he ended up being a Major League Baseball player and never really had to learn how to cook himself chicken and made himself sick. So imagine that's a guy that I can't remember his name. I remember Mariah Carey's name because that's how much more famous she is at a much younger age too. Maybe that's what happens when you're just that young, you're that star-filled. You're suddenly you never have to do anything for yourself. To be fair to her, maybe she never had to learn how to write a check or fill out an apartment lease or something. I don't know.
If you told Mariah Carey, go to the grocery store, do you think she'd know how to do it?
She'd probably know how to do it. She might just say, I don't know where anything is.
She probably has
never
no
to go.
active driver's license.
There's lots of people like that.
She couldn't even get herself there.
One of the guys who's running for president is believed to not have an active driver's license for what it's worth. I'm saying when you get to a level of rich.
Which one?
Well,
both of them shouldn't.
No, but the argument's been made with Trump that he's not had to drive himself.
all right.
Think about how long it's been since he probably had to drive himself around. He's never. Why would he? He's been rich for 50 years.
Well, and
he has drivers that handle all that.
He lived in Manhattan.
In Manhattan, you don't have to drive at all. Right. I'm saying, I'm not even ripping the guy. I'm just saying that's probably a real thing for people who are super duper rich at a very young age or for a very long time. You never have to learn how to drive. Because someone's always taking you around.
Biden thinks he's hitting cicadas on the windshield, but it's people. Damn cicadas. It's people.
It's like you're on the White House lawn, sir. Can we just stop driving?
Fatboy food tip. Coming up next, Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of southbound 270 on the west outer belt after Roberts Road. And there's a 5-minute delay on westbound 161 between Johnstown Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Nicole for 97.1. The Fan Traffic.
Are you not able to enjoy the summer as much as you want because of joint pain? This is the time of year for being outdoors. It's the best, but not if your knees, shoulders, hips, or back are hurting. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Don't suffer any longer. Non-surgical joint pain relief is here at QC Kinetics. Call them today. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking about lasting pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and best of all, no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's biologics and help restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move, swim, all pain-free. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of former orthopedic surgeon Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, a true pioneer in regenerative medicine. They have locations in Columbus, in both Gahanna and Dublin. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. So go check them out at QCkinetics/Columbus or give them a call, 380-208-4544.
When it comes to getting a new roof, are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Whether residential or commercial, Schottenstein Roofing meets the needs of every customer. From roof installation and repair to siding and gutters, you name it, we do it. Call Schottenstein Roofing, 614-321-8888 to schedule your free inspection today. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. You probably heard me talk about Dr. Mark Levy's custom-fit oral appliances to help treat sleep apnea and how they are so much better than using those bulky, uncomfortable CPAP machines. Well, I've been talking about it for years, and the FDA just recently announced a recall of over 18 million CPAP masks. Yikes! These CPAP masks, the ones with magnetic headgear clips, can potentially interfere with certain medical devices. Pacemakers, implantable defibrillators, neurostimulators, aneurysm clips. And if that happens, that can cause injuries not only to yourself if you use these masks, but also your partner as well. Sleep apnea is no joke, and as I've been saying, it affects everyone in the home. So if you've been diagnosed with sleep apnea and you can't tolerate your CPAP machine anymore, or, just flat out worried it could possibly do harm to you, that sort of thing, call Dr. Mark Levy today for your custom oral appliance at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's right. Dr. Mark Levy, 1-800-MORE-SLEEP, or book an appointment online at sleepbettercolumbus.com.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. Baseball, birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Open your door to a beautiful Nature Stone basement floor. This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone. June only, we're making huge deals for Dad with savings up to 50% off any basement or indoor floor. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Cleveland Guardians begin a series at home with Kansas City tonight. Guardians a 4-game lead over the Royals to top the American League Central. Cincinnati Reds try for a third straight win when they continue their series in Denver with the Colorado Rockies tonight. Major League Baseball today issued a lifetime ban to Tucupita Marcano of the San Diego Padres for betting on Major League games involving Pittsburgh while he was a member of the Pirates last season. Columbus Clippers begin the series at Indianapolis tonight. From football, San Francisco 49ers have given Christian McCaffrey a 2-year contract extension. The reigning offensive player of the year will get $38 million over 2 years, and top seed to defending champ Novak Djokovic withdrew from the French Open today due to a knee injury. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The only thing harder than common man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
You know, Bone, speaking of birds.
Yes.
You like birds.
I do.
I have a fountain in my backyard. I did not realize when I put the fountain in, must be nice. It is.
It is.
That it would attract all these birds.
Birds
coming to dunk their head and bathe.
Birds love water, yeah.
In my fountain.
That is what people put bird baths out specifically for that reason. It'll attract birds.
I don't like that. I like the cooling sounds, the calming sounds of the trickling water.
Sure.
When I'm outside. But birds are coming. I get bluebirds. I get cardinals. I want to ask you because I saw a bird the other day. I didn't know what it was. It had like a spiky thing on its head.
A tuft?
Sure.
It might have been a tuft. Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
What color bird? Well, do you have a color? What color bird was
it? It had a reddish tint to it, and I think the tuft.
Oh, that's probably a female cardinal. Female cardinals are grayish with a little bit of a reddish tint, but they have the tuft.
They do?
Male cardinals do too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've seen cardinals. I didn't see anything that was like this.
Did it have like an orange beak? I don't know how good of a look you got at this thing.
Not too good, I guess.
If
I didn't draw a composite sketch of it, they wouldn't pick them up on the streets.
If it was mostly gray with some black and white on it, it might have been tufted titmouse. Which
a titmouse.
They have the little. Anytime you hear the word tuft, that's what it's talking about. On the top of their head, there's a little spiky thing.
I see.
A little tuft.
All right. Well, anyway, one of those was in my fountain.
That's good.
I threw some marbles at it and said, "Get out of here, you piece of crap."
I'll come over. I'll bring my little bird map or my bird app that has all the sounds. We can just sit there and listen for bird sounds. I can tell you what birds you got.
Mm-hmm. Also, wild turkeys just in my yard all the time.
Also, you were drinking wild turkey.
Yes, I was.
Do you really have wild turkeys back there?
No.
I've seen them. There's a couple.
They have them at Metro Park.
Mm-hmm.
Glacier Ridge.
You go, yeah. I've never seen them there. I have seen
High Banks. High Banks has
seen
the
them at
wild
High Banks.
turkeys.
I've seen them at High Banks, and I've seen them over at what's the one over off of 161? Is that Blended Woods? I feel like that might be what it's called.
Sure.
Yeah, over there I've seen them multiple times. So yeah, you can. Yeah, the wild turkeys are something.
I have a prize to give away. Give me a number, Bone.
Let's go with 8.
Caller number 8 right now, Zach Wierenski, 614-821-9710. Gets 2 single-day passes to Incarceration Fest, July 19th through the 21st at the historic Ohio State Reformatory in Mansfield. Headliners include Shinedown, Godsmack, Breaking Benjamin, The Offspring, Hailstorm, Chevelle, Dropkick Murphys, Bad Omens, and more. Tickets are on sale now at Incarceration.com.
There you go.
Fatboy Food Tap!
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fatboy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
All right, I actually have a story about Burger King. But before we get to that, T-Bone's going to tell you about Pop.
Well, there is this. Apparently, we're finding out that Dr. Pepper has done something they've never done before, at least not for a very long time. They are now the second most consumed beverage in the soda pop game, passing Pepsi. So Coca-Cola, if you're not familiar, is number one by far. Coca-Cola, just straight up regular classic Coca-Cola, the number one soft drink every year in the U.S. But number 2 for a long time has been Pepsi, and they are not close. They always are trying to get up there with Coke, but it never works. However, now classic Dr. Pepper has taken over in sales. It has sold more units as of last year than Pepsi did, so it took over the number 2 spot. So let them live. Now, this is a little misleading because while Dr. Pepper is obviously very popular, Pepsi, when you factor in Pepsi Zero, Diet Pepsi.
Oh, so they're just factoring in regular Pepsi.
Yes, they are talking about, and when you factor in regular Coke and then Coke Zero and Diet Coke, it also has far surpassed any of these. But Dr. Pepper, then when you factor in all their diets and zeros, does not compare to Pepsi with that. Pepsi's, I forget who it was, one of their spokespeople said, yeah, that's because we really moved away from marketing Pepsi. We're really focused on the zero and the diet segment. But whatever, this is a good win for Dr. Pepper. So if you're a Dr. Pepper fan today, just know you helped them pass Pepsi to be the number 2 soft drink in the U.S.
You know who loves a diet Dr. Pepper?
Who's that?
Mrs. Common Man.
Oh, yeah?
She will go to restaurants just knowing that they have it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure not every restaurant has a diet
Dr.
Pepper.
She likes to go to Potbelly. Now,
Sure.
Potbelly has some delicious sandwiches, but she likes to go because she knows they have Diet Dr. Pepper.
There you go. What about, I'm curious, does she get the zero or the all those other special variants they have? Because they do a lot of flavors.
She just likes diet.
Regular Dr. Pepper with the diet.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
I got a Burger King thing for you.
Yeah.
We're on vacation. We were eating at a restaurant that had flame-broiled burgers.
Okay.
Not Burger King. Another place, flame-broiled burgers.
Okay.
All right? So Samantha has one, and she says, "This is the best burger I've ever had."
Yeah.
And she's always a big fan of when I make burgers on the grill. Like, she likes that.
She likes the char.
Flame-kissed taste.
I'm with her. I like it, too.
I am more of a griddle guy. I like a smash burger.
Well, you get a different, but you still get that
different.
caramelization.
Yes,
you do get that caramelization.
It's a
just
different
way of
flavor
doing
profile.
It. Yeah.
I took a bite of this and I said, well, you know what? If you like this burger, you'd probably like Burger King because this tastes very similar to me.
Yes, so you're not a big fan of the smokiness that you get in a grilled kind of thing.
I'm not going to turn it down. Trust me.
Sure.
But if I have my choice between a griddle-made burger and a grill-made burger, I'm usually taking griddle. She says, will you please take me to Burger King? And I said, Dad doesn't really like Burger King. You know, if you've listened to this show, I go to Burger King once every 5 years just to confirm that I hate it, that I've never been let down. But she's asking me, she wants to go to Burger King. She's never tried it before. All right, I'll take you to Burger King. So, yesterday, we took a pilgrimage to the BK.
Did you?
She got herself a Whopper Jr.
Did she enjoy it?
Made it her way. She loved it.
And what did you get?
I get the same thing that I always get at Burger King.
Which is
diarrhea.
Okay.
No, I got a regular Whopper as it comes.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything for me.
Doesn't do anything for you.
But Samantha, huge fan of the BK. So now I think we're going to have fights about where to go.
Well, that's the problem, man. If you introduce her to a food that you don't like, but she loves it.
Huge fan.
You're gonna have to do something about that.
I was having squirty last night, and she had no problems whatsoever.
So you reminded me by talking about this. This is a little add-on to the Fatboy food tip.
Yeah.
Are you aware of this restaurant called Hamburger America?
Yes.
It's in Manhattan.
Actually,
Dude,
George
Motz or whatever. Yeah.
Owns and runs it. He is the author of several hamburger books.
Okay.
And he had a series on Travel Channel called Hamburger America.
Yeah, okay. So I have seen this
George
guy.
Motz or Motz?
Motz, I don't know. It's M-O-T-Z. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Motz?
But here's the thing. I have seen this guy's burgers now on TV. Not on TV, on my social, because apparently one of them came across my TikTok and I was like, oh, that looks delicious. Where they do those such finely shredded onions. And then they mash just a pile of those into the burger.
Oh, I love it.
Dude, when you were talking about a griddle burger, that's the first thing that came to my mind. They have those giant, thick potato rolls. Like, it looks awesome. I've never had that place, but that is on the list. If I get to New York anytime soon, I'm going right there.
I want to say, what type of burger is that? Is that like Oklahoma, where they do that with the onions?
You could be right. I know what you're talking about.
I think it's from Oklahoma.
I think that's
Have
exactly
you ever been to Wisconsin to have a real Butterburger?
No, I've been to Wisconsin one time, and sadly, the person that I met in Wisconsin that was taking me around, because it was a different life where big time Christian radio DJ.
Yeah.
And I got the VIP treatment. They were like, let's go somewhere to get a bite to eat. And I was like, well, we're in Wisconsin. Where could we go? And they're like, Red Robin, which again, I love Red Robin, but it's like, I have those here.
When in Rome.
Take me somewhere.
The mom and pop places that do the butter burgers, easy for me to say, in Wisconsin. Look, I like Culver's. Culver's good place.
Yeah.
They put a little butter on their bun and call it a day. The real butter burgers in Wisconsin, they're putting at least a tablespoon of butter on top, and it's just melting down the sides. I mean, it is soaking in butter.
No,
it is an experience, my friend.
I'm looking at when you mentioned the Oklahoma burgers, I was looking at that, but those also look like they must get some of the grease in there or something, because that bun looks like it gets super like just squishy and full of just good natural flavors. But that I never had an original real butter burger other than the Culver's stuff. And I mean, I've had the Freddy's Custard place. They do a lot of that too. I don't know if they're based out of Wisconsin. I don't think they are.
No, the Freddy's Custard, I have not had it because they don't have one close to here. It reminds me of a Jersey diner burger.
You know what? It's not like, well, you would be the better judge than me. It does have a lot more of a Culver's feel to it, but it might just be because I'm lumping that in with Culver's because it's a similar style of place where they like their custard. They serve a lot of similar type of foods there. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, you've talked about wanting to write a like Pizzas of America kind of book, and I think that would be a great idea.
Well, George has written
these
Hamburger America.
Yeah, I need to go read that and just go check out some of these places.
There are places he has in Central Ohio in the book.
Oh yeah.
I want to say that Johnny's Tavern's in the book.
Oh really?
Yeah,
the one up in one off High Street.
No, Johnny's Tavern is next to the railroad tracks. I'm trying to remember what street it's on.
That narrows it down. The one, here in our one railroad track having town. The one right next to the railroad track.
I want to say the Gahanna Grill is also on.
Oh yeah, Gahanna Grill's great.
List
I've been there
with the Beanie Burger.
Yeah,
it's on the other side of the tracks.
Thank you, Ted.
Johnny's Tavern.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's over near like Grandview, Marble Cliff area. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
maybe. I can't.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's off Trayview.
Yeah, Trayview.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay, I did not know about this spot.
It's a little divey place, and they have fried bologna sandwiches there too.
How did I not know about this
I don't
place?
know. And you know what they advertise?
We've been doing Fatboy food tips the wrong way. You should have just like boned. Have you heard of this place? Go.
I have been there. They also advertise the coldest beer in town.
Well, that's
which is scratching me where I itch.
Well, I see they have a can of Busch Light in the picture with one of these burgers, and I'm not saying that that's my ultimate beer, but You give me that or a PBR or a Miller High Life, like, give me one of those with a burger like that, and I'm happy.
Why don't we go there?
I don't know.
We should go for field research.
I want to point out, I've known about it for about 37 seconds.
I
You
swear
apparently have
we
known about it
talked
for
about this
months
place
or
before.
years. No, if we did, I forgot about it.
We talked about it. Something very historic happened 50 years ago. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of eastbound 70 on the west side after Wilson Road. Crews are on scene there causing some holdup. We also have a slowdown on westbound 70, again on the west side between West Broad Street and Fisher Road. This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save up to $50 on your print purchase. Offer ends 7/6. Visit staples.com/print for details. Boost your business with Staples, your local print and marketing expert. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey guys, let's talk game. We watch the games, we talk about the games, but how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to get started than this spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they'll make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and get your results in about 25 minutes. So if you often feel tired, noticing weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Reggie was a nurse for 16 years.
I had become very burnt out. I wasn't making good money.
Then it happened.
There was an ad for My Computer Career, and it just spoke to me.
My Computer Career was the best decision he ever made.
I could study anywhere from my laptop, and I was working in the first couple of weeks of me being in class.
Reggie hit a home run.
The field is teeming with jobs.
Become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
The school is amazing.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every basket, every game, every point, every play, from the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar, whether it's a three-pointer at the buzzer to tie the game or a player goes 2 for 2 at the foul line.
Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only, must be present in Ohio. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
I have done in my career literally thousands of joint replacements.
Meet Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, National Medical Director at QC Kinetics, an acclaimed orthopedic surgeon who now advises patients try all they can do to avoid the knife and consider regenerative medicine.
I myself was able to continue skiing for 10 years after my knees started to be a problem because I accessed regenerative medicine.
Now, after 20 years of study, research, teaching, publications, and clinical experience, Dr. Scheinkup is regarded as one of America's true pioneers.
This is the future of medicine.
Dr. Scheinkup came to QC Kinetics after seeing what they were doing around the country, helping tens of thousands of patients get lasting relief from joint pain with no surgery and no drugs.
QC is so far ahead of the game in its science, its protocols, its people, its facilities.
Call now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio, and your business is our priority. Glow Fiber delivers reliably fast, custom, and prepackaged internet plans to meet the growing needs of your business. And our dependable 24/7 personal support means your business stays connected. Glow Fiber is here, and we mean business. Find out more at 833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today. Glow Fiber Business is not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles.
I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Let's all give them room to work. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Warm and humid and breezy, for the most part dry on this Tuesday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Overnight will keep it warm and humid. The risk of a shower will be with us. Temperatures down to the mid to upper 60s when you wake up Wednesday morning. A better chance of scattered showers and a few thunderstorms later in the afternoon and again late Wednesday night. High temperatures in the low to mid 80s. With your Doppler 10 forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on The Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Teddy?
Yes.
This ain't one of them.
No.
But you know what was one of them?
What's that?
June 4th, 1974.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
Before my time, it's before your time, too.
Mm-hmm.
But as a baseball man, as a history buff, you have to know about 10-cent beer night at Cleveland Municipal Stadium.
Yeah, I found this interesting. The 70s, that era, I'm always a little sketchy on when things happened in the 70s.
Good old days.
Well, what I know is that era was apparently a time where, one, you could get 10-cent beers, which I'm sure that was still probably like, what, $1 or something like that now?
$1.
Which still would, I'm sure, be cheaper than what they were selling it for. So imagine if you had $1 beer night somewhere around here. That'd get a little dicey. But also, they did not have security around the field like we do now at, Major League ballparks. Obviously, you can't go to any live sporting event without that. And they had no limit on how many beers you could get either.
No, it was not well thought out. So 1974, Indians at the time, bad. They have not had a winning season since 1968. They're averaging 13,000 people. And the stadium at that point held 78,000 people. So imagine what that looked like on a nightly basis.
Bad.
13,000 people. So they said, how do we get more butts in the seats to see a bad team? I know, 10-cent beer night. Now they thought maybe like 50,000 people would come for the 10-cent beer night. Instead, they only got 25,000. Now, that was roughly double their average attendance, but still, just 25,000. Of those 25,000 that showed up, 60,000 beers were consumed. 60,000. Okay?
That's a lot.
9 people were arrested, which is shocking because an estimated 200 people ran onto the field at some point during the game. They only caught 9 of them.
My.
To your point, that's how lax security was.
Right.
Mike Hargrove was playing in that game. He went to, obviously, to go on to manage the Indians. Right. He said, here's a quote from him. I was playing first base, and I had about 20 pounds of hot dogs thrown at me. There was an empty gallon jug of Thunderbird wine thrown about 20 feet from me. I thought the grounds crew would pick it up. Instead, some guy came down from the stands, picked it up, and took it back.
Of the 1,000 people that made it onto the field that night, one of the things I saw was that a woman, I think she was one of the first people that got on the field early in the game, because it didn't just all happen at once. This happened over a period of innings, right? Where like a woman jumped out of the stands and apparently flashed the crowd or flashed first baseman or somebody, like pulled her shirt up, and then ran down to the home plate umpire and tried to kiss him on the cheek before then she was, then she ran back up in the stands or whatever ended up happening. They didn't like arrest her or take her out of there from what I understand. Then later in another inning, a guy ran out onto the outfield completely naked all the way across the outfield. And they got to the other side and went back in the stands. So you can see how this is ramping up, right? Where it's like people start doing kind of egregious things, but it's a one-off. It's oh man, this person got pretty drunk. Oh wow, this person did something crazy. And then it starts to build. Wasn't there also something with the Rangers and Cleveland back like a week prior they had played? And there was some...
That I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure there was a game they had previously had where someone had a hard slide or someone threw at someone, and they had already had like a benches clearing brawl.
Maybe
previously.
Yes, that makes sense now that you say that.
So then this game is tied, and so anyway, the Rangers, as they're coming in, they're thinking we got to be on high alert because Cleveland, like the baseball team, may want to do something to us, but the fans also might want to do something to us. Before there was any probably knowledge or mention of the fact it's also 10-cent beer night.
They were setting off fireworks in the stands.
Right.
And then as the game went on, they started shooting fireworks into the Ranger bullpen.
Yes.
And somehow this game was not called.
Right. Because apparently even umpires back then were like, well, we're terrible at our jobs. So what I'm saying is, my understanding of this from a historical context, obviously not having been alive for it, is that it's easy for me to look back on this and go, 10-cent beers, 1,000 people on the field. What happened? Like just a bunch of drunk people running around like idiots? Yes, but there was some context to this that it didn't happen all at once. It wasn't just like they started drinking in the first inning. Rah! Like a good amount of the game happened. I want to say it was either 5-5 or 5-3 or something like that, but they had people on base, Cleveland did, and had a chance to either tie it or go ahead when the real big melee broke out. Because eventually a few people ran on the field and charged at one of the Rangers outfielders.
What broke out?
A melee.
We had a kid go down there and punch the kid, started a melee.
You know who was the manager of the Rangers at this time? Legendary manager, eventually managed the Yankees, Billy Martin.
I was going to say Billy Martin.
Who's noted hothead, who then... When all this had already happened, right, where a woman had jumped out, a naked guy had run across, other stuff had happened, and eventually when he saw some fans jump out and run towards one of his outfielders, he said, so apparently, I'm trying to think, the guy ran towards one of the outfielders, grabbed the hat off his head. Well, then both of them fell over. Billy Martin looked up and saw his guy on the ground, this guy on the ground, and said, that's it. This dude just went over and decked my player. So then he yelled to all the guys in the dugout. Again, some of them had fireworks shot at them. Yeah. People been running across the field. He said, grab the bats, boys. Let's go. Let's get them. And so they ran out to defend their guy out in the outfield. And that's when players run out with bats looking for, anyone they can take out because they think they're going to rescue their guy and get him off the field. And then, of course, all the fans see the Rangers players running out on the field with weapons and go, well, that's not cool. So then a bunch of them jump out. It's just a disaster that piled on top of disaster, how this all happened. It wasn't just one instance and then it just blew up.
Timmy?
I like the verbiage. You know how every Wikipedia page for an incident of this magnitude has a good breakdown of it.
Yes.
And it's got the section where it lists participants, right? It says Cleveland Indians and Texas Rangers baseball clubs, several thousand inebriated attendees. Like the belligerents of a battle,
right. Yeah, exactly right.
The East, the West, and the North, South, whatever. And man, like that's crazy. So it was a 65-cent beer. Did you guys say that already?
Well, it's 10 cents.
No. Originally priced, it was a 65-cent beer.
Oh, that was the original price.
Marked down to a dime, 6 cups sold at a time.
Oh, gosh.
Go up there.
6 at a time.
And it says sold cheaply and liberally.
Well, they said
Yes.
by the end of this, or at some point in the game, there were at least a couple concession stands where fans had just basically kicked out the workers and had taken it over and were like, yeah, and just pouring whatever they wanted for whoever. Yeah. So then it went way off the rails, like on many levels. It was not just a few fans had too much to drink and then this all happened. It was not managed well, not 6 at a time. No way you should be serving people 6 beers at a time for any reason. That's just too many.
June 4th, 1974, 50 years ago today. Game show coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Traffic is moving slow on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Easton Way and 161. And we've got a few minute delay on northbound 315 between Ackerman Road and North Broadway. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Save $80 on select sets of 4 Nokian tires at AAA Car Care Plus. Not a member? Not a problem. Everyone can save $80 on Nokian tires through June 15th at AAA Car Care Plus locations. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
Marty Brenneman here for Tri-State Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health for treating erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues. And they're the leader for a reason, because I can tell you from my own experience of being treated there, Tri-State Men's Health is top shelf. Far too many men wait to get their ED treated, but I want to tell you today that you shouldn't wait any longer. If you're suffering with ED and are like most guys, a medical team at Tri-State Men's Health will get you back on track fast. They have the experience, they have the treatment protocols, and they know what they're doing. At Tri-State Men's Health, they have ED treatments that are effective in well over 90% of men. They can even combine treatments for better results. You might even find yourself performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment today. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. They have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Morning Juice.
My dad always told me when I had chapped lips to rub chicken manure on them.
Chicken manure?
Right. Said it won't heal them, but you won't lick your lips anymore.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. It is almost that time for Columbus's biggest golf event of the year.
Yep, the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino is giving away all sorts of prizes for their Memorial Wager and Win drawings on Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
When?
Thursday, June 6th at 6 p.m.
You can win fabulous prizes like Memorial Tournament tickets, golf clubs, and more now until June 6th.
Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here. And there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Typico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game? You've got to bet with Typico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Typico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When something goes wrong at your house, does your wife attempt to solve the problem without involving you?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay, good.
There are times, yes.
Would you
where that
like
happens.
to do wife swap? Because I can't. Like, I've told the story before about
It's hot in here. I don't think the air conditioner's running.
is the go outside? Is it running?
Where's the air conditioner?
Look out the window!
The giant box, metal box with hoses attached to it.
Nothing. There's
With a
no
fan in
problem
it.
solving.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Okay.
So I'm getting these texts all day today.
Mm-hmm.
The internet's not working.
Okay.
Okay. Did you go downstairs and unplug the modem and the router and all that?
I don't know what that is.
Sure.
You know where that is. You know where it is, in the basement. It's on a table in the basement. Just go down there and unplug it.
I don't know what to unplug.
So finally, I got her to go and do that.
Okay.
She unplugged it. She plugged it back in.
Still not working.
Okay. Did you call AT&T?
Sure. Right. See if the internet's out at the house.
How do you do that?
How do you do that? Just call AT&T. Give them your name and our address.
No, you know what would happen, sadly, is in our relationships, your wife and I are reversed in our relationship, where I'm the helpless one, and my wife is the one who's like, yeah, I called the cable company, this happened, and so then I did that, I unplugged everything, this and that. What I need you to do now is, can you sign into this website because it's in your name, and then just send me the passcode, and then I'll do the rest. That's where I am involved. But if we did a wife swap, you and my wife would have your whole house like renovated in 2 weeks.
Here's the difference.
And me and Kristen would be sitting around twiddling our thumbs and have no idea what to do with ourselves. We have nothing.
Kristen's
we
a very busy woman. She has meetings. She does it all, right?
Yeah.
And so she'll tell me sometimes, like,
I have a meeting at 2:00. Don't text me. I'll be sharing my screen.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And 99% of the time, I remember. This one time I did not. So I text her, not something inappropriate. It was something like, did you get the thing for Samantha? Some question.
Right, sure.
You know? And then I had to hear about it when I got home. Why did you text me? I was sharing my screen and your text came up. Like, what are you talking about? First of all, just one little innocent question. I didn't text you the N-word. What are we doing here? No, but it's like, what are we doing, right? But during the radio show, she has no problem sending me 19 texts about the internet's not working.
Do you look at your phone this much during the show?
I have it here just in case.
I have my phone next to me. How many texts do you think I've gotten during the show? What's your guess? I have no idea. We'll find out together. Teddy, how many do you think I've gotten?
1.
Okay. What do you think, Mike?
1.
All right. I've had 5. And they're not from the same people. They're from different people.
But nobody else texts me except for her.
I just found this out at 5:36 right now because I never look at it during the show. I don't know. Like, it's here. It's right next to me.
When she texts me, I have it come right through to me. Just in case. No, I can block the other numbers.
No, I have them all coming through to me is what I'm saying. My wife could literally be texting me.
This is all my fault, right?
No, it's not your fault.
It's all my fault for looking at the phone and trying to solve a problem. I'm just saying, I text her something innocently during a meeting. I got to hear about it for 4.5 years.
No, it's not your fault. I'm just pointing out that this is why you need to start ignoring your phone during the show.
All right. Good
That's
enough.
the best thing you could do.
I need the internet to work. I work from home.
I understand. Do you understand I'm working now?
And maybe call the internet company, see what's going on.
Call them!
You need a website, Mike, called Let Me Google That For You. Just send that to Kristen. That's the best website I've ever seen. Let me Google that for you, and then you type it in, and it takes you to Google. That's what it does.
How can I Google it if I don't have the internet?
We still have cell coverage.
Use your phone.
What happened? Did a hurricane come?
You're texting me right now on the device that is connected. Yeah. God. All right. Pop quiz, Mike. We're going to talk about delicious soda beverages. What is the oldest of these popular soda pops? Dr. Pepper, Coke, or Pepsi? Which one's the oldest?
Dr. Pepper.
You are correct. Waco, Texas pharmacist named Charles Alderton invented Dr. Pepper in 1885. John Pemberton, who invented Coca-Cola, did that in 1986. Pepsi was created
in 1986.
What did I say? Oh, 1886.
Yeah,
yes, 1 year later. Pepsi was created so many years later, 1893. Almost 8 whole years after Dr. Pepper.
Copycats.
Pharmacists from North Carolina. All these were pharmacists. They thought they were making medicine.
It was an elixir.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And then it turned out that people were like, well, no, it doesn't really do anything, but we like the taste of it, so can you make more of it? Next up, David Bowie, Pink, and Aretha Franklin have all famously endorsed which brand of soda? Coke, Pepsi, or Shasta? Shasta
McNasty. Pepsi.
Pepsi's correct. Very good. Very good.
Michael Jackson, too, set his hair on fire.
Oh, yes. Many others, too. That's right. Next up, what drink was the original Uncola? 7-Up, Sprite, or mineral water? One of these companies positioned that as Uncola.
Sprite or 7-Up?
Well, it's one or the other. I'll eliminate the other one. Mineral water, it is not.
No, it's not mineral water. 7-Up.
Yes. They positioned, believe it or not, Diet 7-Up in 1967 as the Uncola.
You know what's funny about that?
What's that?
Love Sprite, hate 7-Up.
I like 7-Up. I find if I had to pick between the two, I kind of like 7-Up because it's drier.
I love Sprite.
Sprite is a little too syrupy for me. But in either case, the term Uncola apparently has changed a little bit over the years. Now people use that to describe anything that is not like a caramelized beverage. So Mountain Dew, ginger ale, anything that doesn't have that dark Coca-Cola, Pepsi color, they'll call Uncola.
All right.
Next up. What bitter? There's no multiple choice for this. You just have to know it, and it's a little bit of a tough one. What bitter flavored beverage has been sold in mainly New England since 1884? It's a soda. You've talked about it. You know the name of this. What soda has been sold primarily in New England?
Bitter tasting.
Bitter tasting, slightly bitter tasting beverage. It's a soda you've heard of, but it's only sold in New England, and it's been doing it since 1884.
I've talked about this?
You have talked about it. It's very unique to one state in New England.
I don't know.
Matt McGloin had a lot of this.
Oh, Moxie!
That's right.
Moxie!
Yeah, Moxie soda. It's I've actually found it a couple different places. It's not bad. You can find it in Ohio occasionally, but carbonated beverage, it is mostly in, I believe it's Massachusetts Vermont, I think is where it usually is found. But in either case, let them live. That's Moxie soda. Next up, true or false, people in the South are known to put roasted almonds in their Coca-Cola.
I've never heard that, but they're weird down there, so I'm going to say yes, true.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I kind of fooled you because they do put something in their drink. It is roasted. It is roasted peanuts. Not roasted
they put that
almonds.
in the drink?
Yeah, that's a thing apparently in the South is you put roasted peanuts in a bottle of Coke.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. It's apparently something where it soaks in there, you drink it, you get a little bit of the nutty flavor, but then at the end you get to have those peanuts that have all the Coca-Cola
like
syrup
a dry roasted or a honey roasted? Or
it just says roasted peanuts with the shells. No, not with the shells. No.
Who, you Torg?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Which of these is not a flavor of Faygo? Jazz and Bluesberry, Rock and Rye, or Cherry Explosion? One of those is...
I don't know what is Faygo?
Faygo? You've never seen Faygo?
I know what Fanta is.
Faygo Pop is like it's like a budget pop that...
I don't know
You've
Faygo.
never heard of Faygo?
No,
Teddy,
I
you
don't
know
know
what
Faygo.
Faygo is, right? I'm not making this up.
Oh, yeah. My grandparents used to drink that all the time.
Yeah. It's like a little cheaper version, but they're sodas. All right, so which of these? Jazz and Bluesberry, Rock and Rye, or Cherry Explosion? One of those three is not real. The other two are.
Rock and Rye.
No. Cherry Explosion. So Jazz and Bluesberry is obviously like a blueberry flavored soda.
Yeah.
Rock and Rye is, they call it a cream soda with something extra. They don't say what it is. Most people think it has like a cherry flavor to it, but whatever. Yeah, Faygo, as in another pop culture reference there, Insane Clown Posse, who you've heard of.
Yeah.
That is a thing with Insane Clown Posse.
They like the Faygo?
They love to spray Faygo on their audience when they come out. People spray it on themselves. It's a big thing with them. Yes.
All right.
I didn't know you didn't know about Faygo.
Didn't know
I'll have to
about
bring some
Faygo.
in for you.
Sorry.
Yeah. Try it out. Next up. Let's go with in Back to the Future. No multiple choice here. Marty McFly tries unsuccessfully to order which beverage which gained fame in the 1980s?
Pepsi Free.
That's correct. Can you name the other one he tried to order?
Tab.
That's exactly right. 2 for 2. I was going to accept either one of those, but you got both of them. So good job. I knew you knew that movie.
I can't give you a tab unless you order something.
Of the following NASCAR drivers, only one was not an endorser for Coca-Cola. Which one was it? Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, or Jeff Gordon? One of those three was not a Coca-Cola endorser. Who was it?
Mark Martin?
No. Jeff Gordon was Pepsi.
Oh.
And not just Tony Stewart and Mark Martin. Almost every other NASCAR driver at that time was a Coca-Cola family of drivers endorsed driver. Jeff Gordon went against that and was a Pepsi guy. He even had a car that was Pepsi colored. You know who then also did this? The next guy that they went after was a little guy named Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Didn't he do Mountain Dew?
Who's owned by?
Oh, that's right. That's a Pepsi company.
Right. So I'm saying all the NASCAR drivers back in the day were sponsored by Coke. There were like two guys, and it was Jeff Gordon and then Dale Jr. that they went with at Pepsi, and they said, screw all those other guys. We just need the best, need the biggest names.
Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to hit a slowdown on southbound 71 on the north side between Cook Road and 11th Avenue, and expect a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by Audible. Why not escape the traffic with Audible? Immerse yourself in new worlds, stories, and ideas with an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
When it comes to getting a new roof, are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Whether residential or commercial, Schottenstein Roofing meets the needs of every customer. From roof installation and repair to siding and gutters, you name it, we do it. Call Schottenstein Roofing, 614-321-8888 to schedule your free inspection today. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When it comes to your roof, there's only one team to call, and that's the team at Newman Roofing. They're professionals. They'll be with you to support you throughout the whole process from the first phone call to the end. You'll work with their great team, so go check them out. Newman Roofing, the company you can trust. 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
When I'm not voicing Wendy's ads, I'm gaming. I stay up and fueled because Wendy's delivers late.
Are you recording a Wendy's ad? Come on!
Got 'em. Whatever you're up for, we're down. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Delivery Late Night. Open till midnight or later.
Hours and delivery availability may vary.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180, with a buzz term for you. GLP-1. The buzz part doesn't mean GLP-1 isn't important. Quite the opposite. GLP-1 is a crucial hormone produced in our gut that regulates blood sugar and appetite. Basically, it helps control our weight. The buzz is because pharmaceutical companies are positioning medications as your only treatment option. But that's not true. Losing weight with Awaken 180 already supports GLP-1 function, and we're now introducing GLP-1 Balance. GLP-1 Balance by Awaken 180 addresses the root causes of weight issues by focusing on nutrition, gut health, and sleep. By addressing these areas, your body naturally balances GLP-1 levels, making weight loss easier and more sustainable without lifelong medications or side effects. If you're curious about GLP-1 Balance and how it can work for you, talk with us. Find us online at awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180, your long-term solution for weight loss.
The Buckeye Show.
You wonder how there's ever a year where there's not at least one first-round pick. It feels easy, but it's not that easy. It's like golf, you know? It's not that easy.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Schottenstein Roofing and Care Source.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
I need a small order of sheet metal to repair something in the shop. It's not much, but can you help me out?
At metal supermarkets, no order is too small.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What about small home projects?
Yep.
For a car I'm working on?
Yep.
Any kind of metal?
Yep.
Cut to size?
Yep.
With no minimum order?
Yep.
How about 1,000 cut pieces of aluminum flat bar?
Yep. Choose from over 8,000 types, shapes, and grades of metal in any quantity you need. And yes, we're serious. Any metal, any size, ready fast. Locally owned on Wilson Road.
Ready to be the change and have a positive impact on your community? Consider joining the Columbus Division of Police. Starting pay is $70,000 plus, growing to 6 figures after 4 years of service. We offer paid vacations, paid holidays, and health insurance. Do you aspire to complete your degree? We offer 100% tuition reimbursement after you complete your first year of service. Contact the CPD recruiting unit at jobs@columbuspolice.org or apply online at columbus.gov/government/jobs. The City of Columbus is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from the other window place.
So, Wilson, how do you show customers what new windows would look like on their home?
Well, we just all close our eyes and imagine what their home would look like. Why, isn't that what you do?
Actually, we've got technology that shows exactly how new windows will look on your home.
So no imagining?
Nope.
And I imagine your customers really like that.
Yeah, they do. Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show wearing a soccer jersey from Thailand today, Timmy Hole.
Oops. Hey, by the way, you missed me yesterday.
I know, but I got you today.
Scissor finger.
I got you today.
He came by, Bone, gave me the signal, and he was about 3 days late. I got this haircut on Saturday.
You know what, though? That's not fair. You distracted me yesterday.
How did you distract him?
That's like a woman with big cleavage.
What?
All right, wearing a very revealing top and then saying,
"What
you
color
didn't
are my
notice
eyes?"
my shoes." You had on that shirt yesterday where you had your bare chest hanging out and your chain, and I was distracted by your chesticles.
My chesticles, huh?
I didn't notice your hair. You were very chesty LaRue.
I'm not pumping iron or anything. It's just a shirt, just a beach shirt. All three of us,
Timmy
and Paul Keels, we were all wearing short sleeve button-ups yesterday.
But
it was great.
we didn't unbutton to the point of seeing barbacoa poking out like you're doing.
See, that's why he lost. Also, because you served him tainted meat that gave him diarrhea. That's also why he lost this game. That's why he couldn't notice your haircut. That's what happened.
It's tainted, all right.
Tainted meat.
That's a great band. The Tainted Meat.
The Tainted Meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, if you want to go back to the Buckeye Show's YouTube channel show, you will notice that I am buttoned all the way up. That's just the shirt.
All the way up?
That shirt yesterday.
Why did you do that for the cameras?
It was buttoned all the way up. It's the design of that shirt.
Oh, I see
still kind of looks like you're unbuttoned, but I was all the way to the tippy top.
You had all the buttons that were available to you buttoned.
I did.
And it still leaves a little open to the top.
It was the collar. It's the cut of the collar.
I see. Why couldn't you wear a t-shirt under it? Is there a reason why? Just didn't feel like it?
I like to feel the silk.
Well, I mean,
touching up against my bare skin.
I agree with you. I'm going to wear silk pajamas in here next week and see how everybody reacts to that.
I encourage
in silk, just wrapped in silk.
Timmy and I were exchanging messages.
Okay, this already got a laugh
last night. And then
good story. Thank you. Glad
what I want to say is that we've graduated from the messages that we used to send to each other.
Okay.
Which is like hot ladies on Instagram. We don't do that anymore. Instead, we were sending each other pictures because people just post pictures of their big donged dogs on Instagram.
Muggsy's Leaper.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
And so we're sending those to each other.
Okay.
Last night just to try and one-up each other in the doggy dog.
He's sending me a picture of a camera that's panning from left to right on the couch, and then all of a sudden these legs pop into the frame, and then a dog with a giant dong, and then the dog is actually shirted as it pans.
Yes,
up.
They put clothes
He's wearing
on the dog.
So it's like a Matty Ice kind of dog. Shirt, right. No pants.
No pants, Winnie the Pooh.
On the sofa.
Well,
I just thought you'd be proud of us for graduating.
No, I mean, I don't know that it's graduating or it's just you're not sending pictures of hot ladies. You are sending pictures of naked dogs.
We're not lusting over them. We're laughing at them.
Not yet.
That's how it goes.
That's how it starts.
That's how it goes.
Gateway drug, I guess.
Me and Bone are still, sending comedy clips and
it's going to be great
work stuff.
I'm excited for when we get to the day after Thanksgiving. Isn't that usually when they do the Kennel Club? the big dog show, I think. They run that.
I think that
and
is.
it's just you and him.
Westminster.
Like, look, you're watching Westminster right now.
God. That Doberman Pinscher genitalia. Would you take
A+.
Would you take a look at that?
All right, what's coming up on the show?
Coming up tonight, Tyvis Powell and I will set sail for 2 good hours. Will Howard made some comments with our guy Bobby Carpenter, little normal off-season check-in. But what are we expecting from our guy Will this year? It's got to be big. It's got to be huge. Josh Pate, the late kick Josh, with the Fine College Football YouTube show. He'll be with us at 6:33 tonight, and we'll take you on the trail. Very, very busy recruiting weekend for the Buckeyes that just passed.
Buckeyes show, top of the hour, right here on The Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Boom.
You can hear more of Mike and Tim on their new podcast. Look at the hog on that dog. Headed for that.
That's a good one.
Lady Gaga is apparently sparking some pregnancy rumors.
Look at her.
Lady Gaga was
She's
seen.
lactating.
She was at her sister's wedding with partner Michael Polanski. She was spotted wearing a diamond ring on the left hand back in April. Been dating the tech boss since 2020. In either case, the 38-year-old pop star was seen sporting a bit of a bump, a little baby bump possibly, for her sister Natalie Germanotta's rehearsal dinner.
Maybe she's put on a little couple lbs.
Well, it could be that too. Got to be clear. This is that game that no one should be playing.
Maybe
which
she
is,
ate the whole meat dress.
Let me go up and say, hi, are you currently pregnant, to a woman who is indeterminately pregnant or not?
No.
Never a good thing to do.
You don't say it unless you see a head popping out.
I remember the internet kind of fat shamed her after the Super Bowl halftime show,
which is ridiculous.
And I said, I love what she's got.
Yeah.
You like them big.
Oh,
she wasn't big.
No, you know what I mean.
She was
doing
a halftime show.
I'm just saying, Timmy likes it thick.
I'm like, I would say to Lady Gaga, like I would say to Tyvis, right? Like what we would say to Tyvis.
Tyvis got to keep it going.
Do more.
Tyvis has got a tremendous ass.
Eat more sandwiches.
There you go.
Tremendous.
That's right.
Taut.
And how about
just a little jiggly?
Here's a little happy story for you to round us out today. A boy by the name of Jordan, born without a left hand, has now become the youngest in the world to receive a bionic arm. He is a 5-year-old boy from Long Island, New York. He had to fly over to England, where there's a custom-made 3D printed prosthetic produced by Bristol-based Open Bionics. And they show this. They actually made this arm look like Iron Man's, like suit, other than the fingers and stuff. But it is apparently fully operational. He can use it just like you would use your hand.
Strength and everything?
Apparently so, yeah. So this is, he's the youngest person to receive this type of transplant, so we wish him well with that.
Good. Buckeye Show is next. Wild Card Wednesday tomorrow. Guess who's not working? Teddy, but we'll be here. Common Man and T-Bone on The Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 5-minute slowdown on southbound 270 on the west outer belt between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and I-70. And watch out for a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of westbound 70 on the west side after West Broad Street. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun? Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This Action Update is brought to you by Typico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Scotty Scheffler comes into the Memorial, the favorite at plus 350. Rory McIlroy and Xander Schauffele have the second best odds at 8-1. Colin Morikawa is 13-1, and defending champion Victor Hovland 15-1. Other big names: Justin Thomas 25-1, Jordan Spieth 45-1, and Jason Day comes in at 60-1. For your Typico Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Guys, let's talk game. Our team has some promising new recruits to watch this fall. But how's your game? Testosterone therapy can help you get back to your best. And there's no better time to start than the spring. I recommend Low T Center. It's where I get my levels checked. At Low T Center, they make it quick and easy. You walk in, take a simple blood test, and you get your results in about 25 minutes. If you often feel tired, notice weight gain and loss of muscle mass, you may have low T levels. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Are you not able to enjoy the summer as much as you want because of joint pain? This is the time of year for being outdoors. It's the best, but not if your knees, shoulders, hips, or back are hurting. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Don't suffer any longer. Non-surgical joint pain relief is here at QC Kinetics. Call them today. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking about lasting pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and best of all, no downtime. QC Kinetics advanced treatments harness your own body's biologics and help restore and repair damaged joint tissue so you can walk, run, hike, play golf, move, swim, all pain-free. QC Kinetics is under the leadership of former orthopedic surgeon Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, a true pioneer in regenerative medicine. They have locations in Columbus, in both Gahanna and Dublin. Their advanced protocols have enabled tens of thousands of patients to reclaim their mobility. So go check them out at QCkinetics/Columbus or give them a call, 380-208-4544.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Ohio Mulch Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch Landscape Supply.